While we are waiting for the other participants to join in,
Sure, sure, sure.
Our session chair is soon going to join us. We are going to start our session very soon. Dr. Govit Ram, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
So good morning. So I
Good
just
morning.
spoke with the expert. Actually, our expert is commuting somewhere. He's on the way. So he'll
Okay,
be joining after a while. So with your
okay.
permission, if you permit, so can we start our session?
Sure, sure, sure.
We can start?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. Good morning, one and all present here. We are very happy to host you again to the second day of our 2 days international conference on empowering Bharat, financial inclusion and fintech for rural transformation and urban growth. Today we have with us Dr. Govitram Ramkumar, and he is an accomplished researcher and an assistant professor in commerce at Christ University, Bangalore. He holds a PhD at SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Tamil Nadu. Before joining Christ, he was an assistant professor at Madras Christian College. His expertise covers taxation, consumers' behavior, accounting, finance, and management, with a focus on data science and business. Dr. Gopatram has earned recognition for his research. He holds national records in the Indian Book of Records for maximum research paper written and published by an individual. Wow. He has won several best paper awards at national and international conference. At just 29, he ranks among the top 10 researchers in his department. Dr. Govardhan has been invited as a resource person over 200 events by leading institutions, both in India and abroad. His dynamic approach to teaching and research has taken him to conference into the Philippines, the UK, United Kingdom, Japan, and the United States. Dr. Govardhan's dedication in academic excellence inspires young scholars to pursue their goal and achieving success. We are so happy and privileged to have you with us, sir. And it's an honor for us to have you with us. Uh, we
thank
are
you.
ha- Yes, sir. We are having a session today from it's on cybersecurity and data protection in inclusive finance. And with your permission, sir, can we start the session?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
ma'am, if my understanding is correct, I will be talking on this topic for no probably 5 minutes and then paper presentation starts, right?
You can extend the time based on your comfort level.
Yes, okay. So, good morning, all the participants who have joined here. First of all, I would like to extend my sincere thanks to Amity University for having considered me as one of the keynote speaker and having invited me to chair one of the sessions in this international conference. So I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate the entire conference team for identifying some of the crucial contemporary areas where people can share and exchange their ideas, knowledge. So the topic which was given to address today was cybersecurity and data protection in inclusive finance. So it integrates three important and contemporary topics today. The first one is cybersecurity. We all know we are in a very digitalized era, as you all must be aware. Artificial intelligence, blockchain technology, so many no technologies are revolutionizing the world, right? And even it is also said that even if you see into recent World Economic Forum reports, working along with AI is one of the futuristic skills which has been pointed out there. So we are in a very contemporary, no world, a digitalized world. So when we talk about digitalization happening that way, technology, no influencing lot of research areas. Where do we work? What is naturally coming up is always the cyber security. And in recent times, we could also see cases, right, increasing cases of no the fraudulent activities which is revolving around here. In the digital context I meant, basically you could see there are a lot of cases reported in different states about digital arrest which is happening and how no they are utilizing the money of the people as well, right? So cybersecurity is one important area that we need to address in times where digital frauds and risk management exposures are quite so higher. The second important area that this session talks about is data protection in inclusive world. As I teach my PhD scholars, I said this century is driven by two important things. One is a big data analytics, and the other one you could also talk about the social media influence. So if you see 10 years back, 15 years back, how our leaders communicated to us, either to television or radio, right? That was the means of communication. But you see today, right, from a minister, a state minister, or a chief minister, or a finance minister, or a central minister, prime minister, everyone communicates to us through social media platform, especially X. So we are moving in a very technology data driven world, and right, when we go, you instantly see there is some algorithm running which is trying to understand our patterns, our way of decision making, and giving us lot of recommendations. So in this digitalized era, having a data protection is also a very much important, because almost everything is transparent, right? People can easily find out our other details, so many things. And inclusive finance. This is another challenge as an economic country also face. I think this was the reason one of the times when we had this zero balance accounts being opened to ensure the financial services reaches to the grassroots level in the country. So we are always aiming for inclusive finance also. And the conference team aptly brought all these three things together with this track on cybersecurity and data protection in inclusive finance. So, what are my five key points that I would like to emphasize on this aspect? The first one is the protection of vulnerable users. Because inclusive finance, as we say inclusive, right? It might be the very first time, and it might be low income users who are trying to access, no, mm, no, these kinds of in the digitalizer. Also, they are the first time users. So they are the vulnerable users because they are using it for the first time, and they are having a low income. And so digital protection is very much important for them, especially when we talk about taking them towards no no uh, inclusive in the digitalization era. So naturally they are subject to no they are easily no cheatable. The data can be easily stolen. So there is a need for a strong security safeguards to protect these vulnerable users from exploitation and excessive financial losses as well. The second area that I would like to address is data privacy and consent. How in this digitalized world, how we are going to handle this personalized data, sensitive data, right? Especially as I gave you an example, Aadhaar number, your mobile number, your transaction history, how we are going to get an informed consent from the participants and maintain that. So second area that I would like to touch upon is data privacy and consent. When you see consent, it's an informed consent. You give the participants, the people's thing, and we take it forward. The third one, very important area, which I would like to crucially highlight upon, is the digital fraud and risk management. Right, as I told, digital arrest, digital way of looting money is crime significantly increasing. We need to have robust system to identify these kinds of digital frauds very quickly. Swim swap swats, no, so many things are happening. Unauthorized transaction. These are some of the essentials as a digital financial inclusion request we like to have. Yes, we do have so many challenges. Do we have good regulatory systems on place? Yes, we need that, right? There are a lot of regulatory frameworks, right? RBI is given a lot of things. There are a lot of cyber security. There are guidelines, people to support us, right? What is more important, if we want to make those systems workable, we need to ensure that we adhere to all those guidelines, right? And every time I used to get a message from the Bank of India and kind of an awareness initiative, right? Please don't share your OTP or any of your personal information, no, to vulnerable links, right? So regulatory compliance, meeting the required standards, it's also one of the, to what extent we are able to comply with the regulatory requirements. So I'm expecting presentations on that. And finally, as I told, we are going towards digital transformation, right? So naturally, trust is very much important. As I told, when we talk about inclusive finance, there may be a lot of vulnerable users who are very first time users with low income. So they may not be very easily to ready to adapt for digitalization. So in those aspects, how are we going to ensure that trust? One of the fear is always if I go online, my data might stored cybersecurity issues. That is what sometimes always pop up. So how we are going to mitigate this? No, how we can ensure that trust, build that trust among people and ensure they go for digital finance. So these are five key points that I would like to emphasize so that I think no the paper presenters who are going to present your work. So I'm eager to listen to all your research work and give my constructive comments wherever possible. Thank you so much. Over to the organizers.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really like good information from your end. Thank you so much. We are starting the session today, and we are starting with the first expert, first paper presenter, who is Mr. Harsh Devangan. Mr. Harsh Devangan, are you in the meeting? I don't think so. Amit, sir, good morning. How are you doing? We have with us Dr. Amit Manglani, sir. Sir, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How are you, sir?
Good morning, Disha ma'am.
How are you, sir?
I'm very fine.
So we have started the session on cybersecurity and data protection and inclusive finance. So would you like to say something?
Yeah, sure, ma'am. And very sorry, I joined the different link earlier,
No
so
problem,
that's
sir.
why I joined late.
No problem, sir.
Okay, so I have prepared a little one to present before to you. And yes, kindly allow me to share the PPT.
Yes, sir.
So is the PPT visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
Okay, I think I have to run it from the first. So first of all, good morning, everyone. Thanks to the Amity University for calling me once again. And let's see how good I can present on this topic. I'm lucky enough that one of my scholar has actually done a work on fintech, so I know a little bit about it. Not as good as my scholar, but maybe I can throw some light on it. And as the two-day international seminar runs with the idea of empowering India, where nowadays, as the Prime Minister Modi ji has said, that women, youth, these all play an important role into the overall growth of the country. Not only this, one of the aspect which is the agriculture have already been said uh, is an important part of the GDP growth in India since the independence, but somehow uh, has now into the back burner, and services sector and somewhat manufacturing sector is taking over it. So we will be talking a little about on the agri fintech as well. Kindly bear with me, and whenever you understand that it is stretching along, please inform me. Okay. So before going to the about talking about women youth, we first understand what the fintech is. As we all know, from the practical point of view, that the Google Pay, Phone Pay, Grow app, Zerodha, whatever we are using, are actually the fintech related applications. And if we simply talk about these two aspects, that when the finance meets with the technological innovation, as you may see in my slide, colored in a red color, that it is taken from the Financial Stability Board definition given to the RBI, that technological enabled innovation in financial services. तो जब भी हम फाइनेंस का सरोकार टेक्नोलॉजी से कर दें तो वो फिनटेक कहलाता है. You can see nowadays number of time we get some calls that easy loan is available, easy finance is available, easy EMI is available. Right now, Republic Day sale is running in the Amazon, and the similar sales would be running on the other uh, websites, other portals, which are providing buy now, pay later kind of features. For example, I am the Amazon Prime member, so there is a feature of Amazon Pay Later. So how come this all work? This all actually work that on the basis of our PAN, our Aadhaar, they simply provide us an easy loan less than 50,000 rupees in most of the cases. So later on, we will also understand that the fintech business is primarily running on the personal loan less than 50,000 rupees. In that way, if we can understand, the easy loan is being provided to all types of members, all types of people, not only the prime people, but the subprime as well, to the students as well. And so the domain of fintech is growing by leaps and bounds. The primary aspect of its growth is actually the technology driven. As in the next slide, you can see that it is also a little older data that in June 2025, we have 1 billion plus internet subscriber. 1 billion accounts for 100 crore of people. Now, 140 crore almost is the population of India, and 100 crore people are actually uh, accessed through the internet. However, we cannot say that out of 140, 100 crore people are assigned to are actually taking part into the internet process, because many of us have nowadays dual SIM approach, maybe a Geo fiber to the home, and the SIM, Geo SIM or other companies SIM in our mobile. So anyhow, the 100 crore internet subscribers are there, and staggering 20 billion UPI transaction in a month. यानी कि 2,000 करोड़ ट्रांजेक्शन यूपीआई के, अब वो 1 रुपए के हों चाहे 1 लाख रुपए के हों, ये एक महीने में हुए अगस्त 2025 में. So in that sense, you can understand that how fast the digital growth is taking place. For that matter, I would thank to the Geo and other companies that they have definitely brought the digital revolution to the younger generation X and generation Alpha and generation millennial generation. Then we are binding this point with the fintech companies, that you can see from the data itself that almost 15,000 companies are running in the fintech uh, business. We are knowing only 4 or 5. If we ask you any company, mostly we will say the Phone Pay, Google Pay, Grow, Zerodha, and so on and so forth, because we are working with that only. And out of that also, the latest data suggests that 31 fintech companies have become unicorn. And unicorn, as you know, that their valuation is going past 100 crore rupees, or $1 billion, as you may say. So the growth from the digital has given growth to the finance as well. And we must agree to that. हम आप में से जो भी लोग कुछ ओल्ड एज के होंगे, जिन्होंने पुरानी बैंकिंग व्यवस्था देखी होगी, तो मैं हमेशा अपनी क्लास में भी यही बोलता हूँ कि इससे बड़ा दुखदाई अब महसूस नहीं होता कि खुद के पैसे निकालने के लिए भी बैंक में लाइन में लगना पड़ता था. और उस समय पैसे इतने ज्यादा भी नहीं होते थे, आप मुश्किल से 1,000 2,000 निकालने जाते थे, लेकिन आपको 10-15 लोगों की लाइन मिलती थी, और तब जाके आपको अपने ही अकाउंट से, अपने ही जमा किए हुए पैसे से कुछ पैसे निकालने होते थे. इससे बड़ा दुखदाई कुछ नहीं था. लेकिन अब आप देखिए, वेदर यू आर पेइंग फॉर 10 रुपीज कि आपने एक लौकी या भिंडी खरीद ली, और यू आर पेइंग थ्रू द अमेजोन कि आपने एक लैपटॉप ले लिया, एक मोबाइल ले लिया, यू आर जस्ट सिंपली जस्ट क्लिकिंग ऑन द माउस बटन्स, और इवन नाउ डेज उसकी भी जरूरत नहीं, यू आर डूइंग थ्रू मोबाइल इटसेल्फ. So all the growth is being shown there. And accordingly, in that parlance, if we compare our country with other developed or developing countries, as this slide is showing, that in the from the point of view of number of fintech firms, we are at the third position in the world. From the point of view of unicorns, we are fourth. From the point of view of unicorn valuation, we are again fourth, and so on so forth. And the key drivers, the smartphones, we are second in number. So that is all showing up that how we are going leaps and bounds in the uh, fintech growth. At this point, I would also caution to all of us that if we see that from the smartphone user point of view, we are second in the world. But from the digital skill index, we are third. So some gap is there. And if we all understand the positive use of internet exploration, then we can develop good habits also, rather than going to the reels and shorts only. We can indulge into the financial learning and developing a discipline through which we can save our future, at least financially. Now, when I was talking about that the personal loan of up to 50,000 rupees is usually being provided to the any kind of people, whether the person's credibility is good or not. So more or less, this fintech growth falls under the category of non-banking financial companies, NBFC. And if we see from the financial companies point of view, and if you can see the cursor, if the cursor is being shown to you, the whole of the NBFC industry has grown by 24.5% in June 2025. But the fintech NBFCs have grown by 34.9% in the same time. The simple meaning is to say that overall NBFC industries growth, कितने भी तरह के लोन हैं, मुथूट गोल्ड हो सकता है, व्हीकल लोन हो सकता है, बहुत सारे हैं, most of the NBFC companies working in that line, their growth has actually declined from June 25, 4 to 25. The fintech's growth have also declined, but still the fintech growth is over and above the industrial growth itself. So somewhere we can understand that yes, fintech is somewhat coming into our life directly or indirectly. और ये आप भी अपने एक्सपीरियंस से देख सकते हैं कि शुरू में हो सकता है कि अमेजोन पे लेटर यूज करने में आपको थोड़ा डर लगा हो, बाय नाउ पे लेटर की दूसरी स्कीम्स को यूज करने में थोड़ा डर लगा हो, लेकिन फिर बाद में आपने कभी 10,000, 20,000, 5,000 जो भी आपकी क्षमता रही हो, उस आधार पे आपने उन कंपनीज को चुना, उनसे लोन लिया, और उस लोन के आधार पे आप ने अपने पेमेंट को देखा कि आपका पेमेंट भी प्रभावित नहीं हुआ और आपका कोई फाइनेंशियल डेटा भी मिसयूज नहीं हुआ। इस आधार पे मैं आपको एक छोटी सी बात बता रहा हूँ। अभी रिसेंटली मैंने एक प्रोडक्ट परचेज किया जो कि हार्डली 8,000 का था, और बस यूं लगा कि खरीदने ही वाला हूं, तो दिखा कि आप इसको नो कॉस्ट ईएमआई काइंड ऑफ में 3 महीने में खरीद सकते हैं। तो मैंने उसको अप्लाई कर दिया कि चलो जब नो कॉस्ट है तो मैं 8,000 इकट्ठे क्यों दूं, 3 या 4 पार्ट में दे दूंगा, और वो सक्सेसफुली हो गया। दैट कंपनी, मैं अभी उसका नाम तो नहीं याद आ रहा, पर उस कंपनी से मेरा कभी ना कोई नाता रहा ना कुछ रहा, और सिंपली पैन से, आधार से, क्रेडिबिलिटी को ना जांच के, सिविल स्कोर हो सकता है उन्होंने देखा हो, और उन्होंने मुझे वो लोन नो कॉस्ट ईएमआई प्रोवाइड कर दिया। सो मेनी ऑफ अस वुड बी डूइंग द सेम। नॉट ओनली दिस, द फिनटेक मार्केट साइज इज क्वाइट हाई। लगभग हम कहेंगे कि 4 गुना हो जाएगी अगले 5 साल में, जिसमें से अगर एक साल हम निकाल भी दें, 2026 से 2030 की तुलना करें, तो भी ये $110 बिलियन से $400 बिलियन तो जरूर हो जाएगी। और इसके कोर ड्राइवर्स भी आपके बगल में लिखे हुए हैं कि डिजिटल कनेक्टिविटी बढ़ रही है, लोग अब यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन को समझने लगे हैं, इवन टीयर 2, टीयर 3 सिटीज में भी यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन एक्सेप्ट किए जा रहे हैं। और इसका सबसे बड़ा एग्जाम्पल हमारे पास ये दिखता है कि जब हमारे स्मॉल वेंडर्स भी यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन को सपोर्ट कर देते हैं, तो कहीं ना कहीं तो डिजिटल ग्रोथ आई ही है, ऐसा मानना पड़ेगा। और नंबर ऑफ स्टार्टअप्स फिनटेक इंडस्ट्री में ग्रो कर रहे हैं, जिसमें से अगर आधे भी सक्सेसफुल हो गए तो ये ग्रोथ को और अच्छी ऊंचाई पे ले जाएंगे। आई होप कि मेरी बात आपको समझ में आ रही है। So this was about the fintech. Now let me see women and fintech, because the core idea of this particular seminar is empowering India through all these aspects. Now, if we go through the data from Flame University, we can see that the fintech ecosystem is there, and almost 7.5% of the startups are being actually started by a women entrepreneur. And also, not only this, in 42% of startups in the fintech sector, at least one founder or at least one board member is a woman. So, which is a good thing, very good thing. But there comes the twist that despite of being all this 7.5% women into the startups, 42% in fintech startups, it has been seen that majority of the investors, when we say investors at the primary age, when the company is not into the IPO, this investment comes from venture capital funds, venture capitalist, and so on and so forth. Fortunately or unfortunately, most of these are male itself, so they prefer talking to the male, because talking to the male over a evening party or a golf course is easy than talking to a woman. Also, it may be said, आप मेरी बात को गलत भी कह सकते हैं, कि calling on to any woman startup founder at any point of time as a male is easier than calling on to a woman. So this has been seen into this study, ये जो फ्लेम यूनिवर्सिटी की स्टडी है, that these types of investors usually avoid providing funds to those startups where women are there. और अगर सारी की सारी women हैं आपके बोर्ड में, तब तो वो उनसे थोड़ा सा पीछे ही हो जाते हैं. So this is a lacuna you can see. This can only be developed with the developing mindset in the people, and I hope that nowadays this time has come when the venture capitalist will women itself. तो ऐसे विमेन्स भी होंगी जो दूसरी विमेन एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को ग्रो करने में मदद करेंगी, ऐसा मेरा विश्वास है. That was the from the investment point of side or from the founder point of side. The users in the women side are also increased, and actually that has given a growth to the fintech philosophy in India. क्योंकि जितने भी जनधन अकाउंट हैं उसके लगभग 56% विमेन अकाउंट हैं. सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप हैं, हम लोग हमेशा से पढ़ते आ रहे हैं. सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप बेसिकली जो विमेन्स हैं उन्हीं को ध्यान में रख के, ताकि उनके एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोड्यूस, उनके कॉटेज इंडस्ट्री के प्रोड्यूस को हम पॉपुलराइज कर सकें, अच्छे से उनको बेच सकें मार्केट में, उस तरीके से स्टार्ट किया गया था. और अब फिनटेक आने से सेल्फ हेल्प ग्रुप्स को भी फाइनेंशियल अवेलेबिलिटी एक लेसर अमाउंट की आसानी से मिल जा रही है. सो दैट इज द थिंग. माइक्रो लोन्स में भी हम लोग ने देखा है, बहुत सारी स्टडीज ने एक्चुअली देखा है, मैं अपने लिए नहीं बोलूंगा अकेले, कि विमेन जो है अगर वो माइक्रो लोन लेती हैं अपने घर के लिए, अपने बिजनेस के लिए, तो मोर और लेस वो उसको पे कर देती हैं. सो दिस इज द थिंग दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. द फोर्थ पॉइंट विच इज मेंशन्ड हियर, दैट इज यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन इज डेफिनेटली इंक्रीजिंग फ्रॉम द विमेन पॉइंट. पर मैं जो अपने आसपास देखता हूँ उसमें मैं देख रहा हूँ कि अभी भी यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन करने में इवन ठीक ठाक पढ़ी लिखी विमेन भी थोड़ा अप्रोच नहीं लेती या अपनी तरफ से ट्रबल नहीं लेती, और वे अपने हस्बैंड को या आसपास भाई हैं, पिता हैं, उनको बोल देते हैं कि आप अपनी तरफ से पे कर दीजिए. once they start learning how to pay through the UPI, this growth is again going to expand. So from the user side also, women's are the main part who will lead to the fintech industry. From the youth, भाई यूथ के आधार पे ही तो फिनटेक आया है. क्यों? क्योंकि मैंने एग्जांपल आपको यही बताया कि कल्पना कीजिए हमारे जैसे एज के लोगों की, जिसने बैंक में लाइन में लग के पैसा जमा किया है और लाइन में लग के पैसा निकाला है। अब तो लोग एटीएम में लगना पसंद नहीं करते, क्योंकि बस यूपीआई ट्रांजेक्शन किया, क्यूआर कोड दिखाओ, पेमेंट हो गया, पैसा आपको ऑनलाइन अकाउंट ट्रांसफर हो ही जाता है मैक्सिमम जगह से। अगर आपको पॉकेट मनी मिल रही है तो आपके मदर फादर आपको दे रहे हैं। अगर आप सैलरी ड्रिवन हैं तो आपकी इंस्टीट्यूशन आपको सैलरी क्रेडिट करती है आपके अकाउंट में। सो जमा होने के समय भी आपको बैंक जाने की जरूरत नहीं, और पैसा निकालने के तो पचासों साधन हो गए हैं। क्यूआर कोड सबसे इजी हो गया है, तो आप उससे पैसा निकाल लेते हैं, उसके लिए भी आपको बैंक जाने की जरूरत नहीं। टू बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, अब तो शायद मैं अ, पैसा निकालने के लिए एटीएम मशीन तक भी नहीं जाता। बहुत रेयरली जब कभी लगता है कि कहीं पे प्योर कैश ही पे करना है, जैसे कि कुछ एक हमारी मेट्स हैं या कुछ एक वेंडर हैं जिनको हम लोग को कैश ही देना है, उनके लिए ही कैश निकालना पड़ता है। अदरवाइज ऑनलाइन पेमेंट इज द बेस्ट वे, क्योंकि उसमें रिकॉर्ड भी हमारे पास रहता है। सो द यंग यूजर्स आर द मेन कस्टमर्स ऑफ दिस बिजनेस, और यही जो है हमारे फिनटेक ग्रोथ को आगे ले जा रहे हैं। There are three reasons mentioned here that most of us are now relied to the mobile. Then we are also the reward driven, कुछ reward मिल जाए ऐसा सोच के चलते हैं, and the social connectivity is also there. So that is the thing which is taking in the youth to the fintech. If we see from the data side, 65% of the downloads of fintech apps in 2025 were done by the youngest one, who are between the age 18 and 30. And then why the fintech apps are being attracting to the youths, because they gamified the concept. When there is a minimum kind of reward, that 2 coins, 2 apps, following app, or 1 month free trial will be given to you for every purchase, that would be beneficial. Honestly, I started using Google Pay because I was seeing that there were cashbacks. Though now the cashbacks are limited, but still I am stick to the Google Pay. Even nowadays, Bheem app has started providing some cashbacks. So some micro rewards are there. Then there is a social finance concept. What is the social finance concept? For example, the Rang De. Rang De is a program, is an initiative promoted by RBI itself, where suppose if I have 5,000, 10,000 rupees to give for certain kind of benefit, say for agricultural loan. Now, 10,000 is very limited amount for an agricultural person, any farmer, to develop the land. But at the same time, when this will be pooling into the different type of fund, it will grow into the good amount. तो ऐसा देखा गया एटलीस्ट ईयर 2020 से ही ये प्रोग्राम चालू है, और ऐसा देखा गया कि कई फार्मर्स की जिंदगी को इसने प्रभावित किया अच्छे ढंग से, क्योंकि 500-500 रुपए देने पर भी ठीक ठाक फंड, क्लाउड फंडिंग टाइप का हो जाएगा, और उससे हम किसी भी स्मॉल एंटरप्रेन्योर को, किसी भी एग्री एंटरप्रेन्योर को हेल्प कर सकते हैं। तो वहां पे कई सारे प्रोग्राम्स दिखाते हैं, मतलब कि ये इस पर्टिकुलर फार्मर को इस पर्टिकुलर एस्पेक्ट के लिए पैसा चाहिए, यू कैन हेल्प टू देम, और सिंपली यू कैन डू अ काइंड ऑफ SIP rather than SIP. I'm saying you just are kind of providing loan of 500 rupees every month, and it may be utilized in some place, because that is going to pool for the benefit of these kind of entrepreneurs for which the easy loan is not accessible. And then there are educational quests also. Number of YouTube channels, YouTube shorts have actually given us a kind of discipline that yes, money is something and we have to save it. For example, if you have ever gone through the Varsity website, this is developed by Jirodha itself. All kind of financial aspects are mentioned into there. How to run a demat account, what is futures, what is options, how to trade, how not to trade, what to do, how to calculate, and so on and so forth. So this all types of fintechs are providing an avenue to the youngsters to stick to the business. So when we see the fintech growth is because of youngsters. This data shows itself that in the fintech business, almost 61% of customers are below 30 years of age, while the rest of the industry, rest of the NBFC loans patterns like vehicle loan, gold loan, etc., 36% of youngsters are only there. So it simply shows that the fintech is primarily for youngsters. So whenever we see from that side, the startups are also actually being established in the fintech industry to attract the youth. They are providing a student credit card, like if you see the Tata New. And recently, I have seen that West Bengal government, state government itself, has started a student credit card. Then micro saving apps are there, like Jar and Gullak, where we can simply start our investment journey by investing through 100 rupees only. तो अगर पॉकेट मनी आपकी 1,000 आती है और आप किसी तरीके से 100 रुपए बचा पाते हैं, यू कैन स्टार्ट योर इन्वेस्टमेंट जर्नी एज सून एज पॉसिबल. And then there is a social investing like Grow, which give us an idea that we can start with 1 share or 2 share. And not also this, there may be number of crowdfundings also where we split the bill. For example, Google Pay, if we are going for a party or if we are going for a movie, we can split the bill later on. Primarily, one would be paying say 1,000 rupees of bill, and later on, other will split the bill through their app. So youth are again a driving force for the fintech. Now we are coming to the agri-fintech, that the agriculture sector, which was earlier had the idea of having 61% into the GDP, now has come to the 15% only of the gross value added. But still, if you can see the data, that 46% of people are working into the agriculture sector. And to be very honest, agriculture sector should be very carefully seen from two perspectives. One, that it provides us the staple food, and staple food will always be needed. Our Indian growth is on the population, on the demographic dividend. We need a proper food for that population. And also, agriculture should not be considered as a what you can say a default business or a default work. Rather, we can earn from it, provided it should be done through the scientific manner. So number of things are being done over here. Earlier, when the RBI has done a study, the earlier setups were only to supply us, only to fill the gap between the supply chain. यानी कि अगर उनको लग रहा है कि गोडाउन नहीं है तो गोडाउन स्टैब्लिश कर दिया, कोल्ड स्टोरेज नहीं है तो कोल्ड स्टोरेज स्टैब्लिश कर दिया. बट द एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड इज लाइक दैट कि वहां पे आप प्योरली डिजिटल नहीं हो सकते. आपको फिजिकली लैंड को समझने आना चाहिए, उस लैंड पे क्या उगाया जा सकता है, क्या अच्छी उपज दे सकता है, उसको भी समझ में आना चाहिए. सो ऑन दीज ऑल पैरामीटर द फिजिकल सिस्टम मॉडल ऑफ एग्री स्टार्टअप इज बीइंग कैरिड आउट नाउअडेज. तो बहुत सारे जो एग्री सेटअप्स हैं वो फिजिकल मेथड में, फिजिकल मॉडल में चल रहे हैं. यानी कि फिजिकली भी आपको एग्रीकल्चर स्टार्टअप्स को चेक करना है, उनके एवेन्यूज को चेक करना है, क्या लैंड है भी कि नहीं उनके पास, और डिजिटली वो कितना उनको असिस्ट कर पा रहे हैं. दैट इज ऑल्सो एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल यहाँ मैं आपको देता हूँ. वन ऑफ माई कलीग इज फार्मर ऑल्सो. तो वो किसी एक बंदे को महीने का 1,000 रुपया केवल मोबाइल पे कंसल्टेशन का पैसा देते हैं. मतलब वो बंदा आपकी एग्रीकल्चर फील्ड पे भी नहीं आएगा, बस आपको पत्ते पे ये रोग हो रहा है, पत्ते में ये पीलापन आ गया है, इस तरह का है, व्हाट्सएप से फोटो खींच के भेज दिया और वो वहां से रेमेडी आपको बता देता है कि भैया ये पेस्टिसाइड लगा लीजिए, ये फर्टिलाइजर बढ़ा लीजिए या घटा लीजिए, या सन का बहुत अच्छा वो नहीं है लाइट, और उस आधार पे वो 1,000 रुपीज पर मंथ काइंड ऑफ कंसल्टेशन चार्ज करता है. मैं मानता हूँ कि आप लोग सोच सकते हैं कि इससे क्या ही आमदनी होगी, लेकिन आप विश्वास जानिए, कोई भी किसान अगर जानकार है और उसको फोन पे इतनी सी भी जानकारी मिल जा रही है तो उससे उसकी फसल में काफी बचत हो जाती है. और अगर वो उस एक्सपर्ट को विजिट के लिए बुलाता है तो विजिटिंग चार्ज अलग ले लेता है. सो बाय दिस वे यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड दैट हाउ मच ग्रोथ इज अवेलेबल in the scientific method of doing the farming. द ओनली थिंग इज दैट कि हमारी यंग जनरेशन इस चीज को समझे कि जमीन को बेच के एक BMW ऑडी खरीदना तो बहुत आसान है, लेकिन एक ऑडी को बेच के जमीन खरीदना उतना आसान नहीं है, क्योंकि उसमें डेप्रिशिएबल वैल्यू होगी. So that is the thing that we need to understand. So in this RBI data, it has been seen that early the agri-tech investments were quite a huge, or year 2021 पे ये peak कर गया. Though the data is little older and also not a full year of 2024, तो हमें 2024 का डेटा थोड़ा कमजोर दिख रहा है. But still, there is a number of fundings being done in the startups. चैलेंजेस क्या हैं एग्री स्टार्टअप के लिए? सबसे बड़ी बात तो है कि बहुत सारे किसानों के पास बहुत छोटी छोटी जमीन होती है. सो स्मॉल होल्डिंग इज अ प्रॉब्लम नेचुरली, क्योंकि उनके पास गिरवी रखने के लिए या उनके पास मॉर्गेज के लिए ऐसा कुछ विशेष साधन नहीं है जिसके आधार पे लोन के अमाउंट को हम अच्छे ढंग से दे सकें, या अपने लोन को हम सिक्योर कर सकें. अनसिक्योर्ड वे से ही लोन देना पड़ जाता है. दूसरा, फार्मर्स के साथ ट्रस्ट बिल्ड करना बड़ा मुश्किल होता है, क्योंकि जैसे ही आप बोलेंगे कि हम आपको लोन तो दे सकते हैं लेकिन आपको कागज गिरवी रखने पड़ेंगे, दैट वुड बी अ प्रॉब्लम. क्योंकि उसमें फिर किसान पीछे हट जाता है, उसको लगता है कि उसकी जमीन के कागज के साथ कोई गड़बड़ न कर दी जाए. नेचुरली एजुकेशन लेवल इज अगेन अ प्रॉब्लम. बहुत सारे किसानों को ये समझाना बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है कि कैसे आप इस चीज को ग्रो कर सकते हैं और हम आपसे इतना परसेंट ही ब्याज चार्ज करेंगे, इसके अलावा हमारी आपसे और कोई विशेष आवश्यकता नहीं है. एंड देन अगर कुछ लोग इसके अलावा मान भी गए तो उनका स्किल सेट उतना नहीं है, वो उतना इजीली उतना रेडली इस चीज को यूज नहीं कर पाते कि बिना बायोपेस्टिसाइड बायो फंगिसाइड दिए हम ग्रोथ नहीं कर सकते. कुछ खर्चे वहां भी बनते हैं. तो इस तरह के कुछ हमारे पास चैलेंजेस हैं. So how to encourage the farmers, how to encourage them to do the technological adaptation? तो उसका सबसे पहला एग्जाम्पल है कि वी शुड प्रोवाइड सम अफोर्डेबल स्मार्टफोन्स. और आई थिंक कि इट इज ऑल्सो बीइंग डन वेरी केयरफुली, कि आप देख रहे हैं कि 67.6% किसानों का ये मानना है कि उनके पास अफोर्डेबल फोन होना चाहिए. And now the affordable phones are available at 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees is again very costly affair for a farmer. But at least अब ये ऐसा नहीं है कि हमें आईफोन या वन प्लस के ही फोन को लेके चलना है. We can do with any smartphone. Even the 5G phones are now available at 10,000 rupees. Then we need to strengthen the public agri extension system. इंटरनेट कनेक्टिविटी रिक्वायर है, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इज रिक्वायर्ड है ना. एंड पर्सनलाइज सोल्यूशन. ऐसा नहीं कि हमारे पास एक वेबसाइट हो जिसमें ये बताएं कि ये हो रहा है तो ऐसा कर लें, ये हो रहा है तो ऐसा कर लें. अभी अभी जो मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया कि फार्मर अगर फोटो खींच के एक्सपर्ट को भेज सके कि उसके उपज में ये दिक्कत आ रही है, तो उसका सोल्यूशन उसको पर्सनल वे में मिल सके. इट शुड बी वेरी टेलर मेड, वेरी कस्टम मेड. सो दैट कुड बी मेन थिंग. और सबसे प्रॉब्लमेटिक चीज अब आ रही है कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में भी लेबर शॉर्टेज होती जा रही है, क्योंकि मनरेगा की वजह से या लोगों का ध्यान भी अब ऐसा लग रहा है कि एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर से बहुत आमदनी नहीं है, तो वो उस पर बहुत विशेष ध्यान नहीं दे पा रहे हैं. बट वी कैन डेफिनेटली एनकरेज टू द फार्मर्स फॉर टेक्नोलॉजिकल adaptation, एंड वी शुड ऑल्सो बिल्ड अ ट्रस्ट इन among them कि technological adaptation is for the betterment of their agriculture sector. It is not going to intervene into their property in any way. So some of the popular government schemes are, the one is the Startup India initiative itself, जिसके तहत गवर्नमेंट ने खूब सारे स्टार्टअप्स को प्रमोट किया. और इसमें एक एग्जांपल हमने निंजा कार्ड का डाला है, क्योंकि निंजा कार्ड एक ऐसा पर्टिकुलर फिनटेक ऐप है जो फार्मर्स को हेल्प करता है प्रोक्यूरमेंट ऑफ और सेलिंग ऑफ देयर प्रोड्यूस ऑल्सो. देन देयर इज एग्रीकल्चर इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर फंड, जिसके तहत 2 करोड़ तक का लोन मिल सकता है. तो एक एग्रोवेव नाम का ऐप है जो कोल्ड स्टोरेज वगैरह एस्टेब्लिश करने में किसानों की मदद करता है. देन देर इज पीएम किसान सम्मान निधि, जैसा कि आप जानते हैं, 6,000 रुपीज पर मंथ टू द फार्मर। तो उसमें भी बहुत सारे किसानों ने यूपी में, छत्तीसगढ़ का तो मुझे विशेष अभी नहीं मालूम, तो भारत एग्री नाम के एक ऐप के साथ समझौता किया हुआ है जो उनको एआई ड्रिवन सोल्यूशन देता है। और अभी ये नेसेंट स्टेज में है, इसके बेस्ट इफेक्ट पता करने में समय लगेगा। देन कम्स द राष्ट्रीय कृषि विकास योजना। तो देर इज अ राष्ट्रीय कृषि विकास योजना जो कई तरह के लोन देती है। सो देर इज वन ऐप लूप वर्म, जैसा कि नाम से ही आपको समझ में आ रहा है वर्म है। तो ये जो आपको ये एल्गी फंजाई वगैरह जो बेनिफिशियल हैं एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर में, उनको उगाने में मदद करता है, उसके लिए प्रॉपर सॉल्यूशंस प्रोवाइड करता है। सो दैट्स व्हाई ऑल इज देयर। और इस तरीके से वी कैन सी दैट द फिनटेक इज एक्चुअली गोइंग इनटू द life of everyone. Though I have covered only women, youth, and agri setups, but every one of us is affected or going to be affected by 2030 with the fintech. So fintech is the need of the hour. Fintech is the growth story of the financial system into the Indian economy, and from there we can definitely empower India. Once again, thank you to the convener of the program, our Vice Chancellor Sir Piyush Kant Pandey Sir, uh, Pro Vice Chancellor Sumita Dave Madam, and all the staff and MIT people who are engaged in this program. And thanks to all the audience for listening me patiently. If you have any query, you can ask.
It was wonderful listening to you, Professor Manglani.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was
Thank you,
Dr.
Disha.
Amit Manglani, sir. He is working as an associate professor in University of Allahabad, and he's having more than 25 years of research and teaching experience. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your time to us. Sir, if you permit, can we start with the presentation, sir?
Please, please.
I would also like the participants, if you have any kind of query to our sir, please ask. Any of the participant would like to ask anything, you can raise your hand and ask. Okay, sir. Sir, I think our expert, Mr. Gopal Krishna, has also joined. Sir, am I audible to you? Gopal, sir, am I audible? Yes, sir, we can see you. Sir, can you unmute? सर आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही, आप अनम्यूट करेंगे? हाँ सर, नीचे एक ऑप्शन होगा अनम्यूट करने का.
Yeah. Good morning.
Yes. Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Now we can hear you very well.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. Once again, I would like to audience to introduce you, sir. Sir, we have with us Mr. Gopal Krishna. He has beginning his banking. He's a secretary. He's a chief manager in SBI, and sir has begun his banking career in 1989, and he is working with SBI, and he has been head in many of the key branches of SBI. And beyond his professional achievements, Sir Gopal Krishna sir emerged as a pillar of strength in the trade union movement and banking industry, camping the rights and welfare of the bank officers. His journey in the State Bank Officers Association saw him ascend towards various leadership roles. And Mr. Gopal Krishna sir has also initiated publications of books on topics relevant to the banking industries by eminent personalities in the field of economic and finance. He personally compiled a number of articles challenging the wrong policies of RBI and government with the support data. He believed in educating the bank employees and public in general, as it would enable them to fight for the cause of conviction. We are privileged to have you with us, sir. Sir, over to you.
Very good morning, madam. and a very good morning, dear students. I think I'm addressing to students, I think, na? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So they are all
Hello?
participants,
Participants, sir.
research scholars, students, and faculty members as well. Good morning, sir.
Okay. Okay, good morning, madam. Uh, dear students, it's really I'm very privileged to have in the midst of you. First of all, at the outset, I congratulate Madam Daveji, Madam Dishaji, and Pradeep ji. Are you there? No. Uh, Today, actually, I am told that one topic, cyber security and this data protection in inclusive finance building trust in digital Bharat. So, dear students, what I would like to emphasize that you know that India today stands at at a very historic crossroads. You all know. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. You're audible, sir. We can listen.
Yeah. With smartphones in villages, this UPI in every small shop, and this Aadhaar linked banking reaching to the, remotest corners of our country. This financial inclusion, it has become a reality rather than a simply just a slogan. You know that the technology, you all know, I think it is needless to mention that technology, it succeeds not merely because it exists, but because people trust it. That I think you all should remember. Technology, it exists only because people trust it. People have a belief, people have a confidence. Then only they go and use the technology. In this digital era, trust, what I'm I'm actually trying to emphasize, it is the trust is, that it is built through cyber security and data protection. Without them, digital finance can become only a source of fear instead of this empowerment. Today, under the broader theme, that's what topic actually I've been given 3 days back, build trust in digital Bharat. We will explore how this cyber security and data privacy are essential pillars of inclusive finance. First you understand what exactly this how this inclusive finance works. It expands access, but it also expands the attack surface also. Rural and first, because I'm not because I'm coming from banking sector, and the 6 lakh villages in our country we are having. Out of this, only the banking actually has gone and made inroads only in around 80,000 villages only. Still 5 lakhs 25,000 villages are unbanked in our country. So, but rural and semi-urban users of this, this modern methods of this gadgets and all this technology, they, actually often face this asymmetric information. They use advanced technology, no doubt. They are using now. They are being forced to use also in many remote and this semi-urban areas, but without fully understanding its risks. They are using. So, while using this advanced technology, they are facing a number of problems, number of severe problems. They are being undergoing this fraudsters actually they are actually fraudsters. They are finding an easy prey in this rural and semi-urban people. Many times what happens that fraudsters exploit this human psychology, rather than the software flaws. Software flaws is there, but this human psychology, human this rural and semi-urban, the illiteracy level also is very low, very high. So they are actually falling prey to this fraudsters. Fake calls, I think everybody might have been actually, you might have heard that fake calls claiming to be from banks, messages asking for KYC updates, and emotional pressures tactics from these fraudsters involving fear and urgency like this. These type of attacks, they are actually in our bank also, in banks also. I come from State Bank of India. Actually, we are also finding that this is the weakest link in cyber security, and this is actually creating problems, and this is also a sort of attack on the human trust itself. That is what I would like to emphasize repeatedly, the trust. Nowadays, this UPI related frauds are also increasing a lot. You might have heard how UPI actually has transformed of late our country into a very low cash economy. But frauds includes approval of fake collection request, QR code based payment manipulation, refund and price scams. Many times these fraudsters call people telling people that, "Arey, you won 2 crores lottery, 2 crores something, I mean, windfall gains," like that. They actually, in that way, they try to misuse our I mean, misuse our poor people. So main thing is that literacy is very important thing. This is the main challenge, and the challenge, important challenge, another challenge is building trust. Repeatedly I'm saying, dear students, actually this instruments of social empowerment, as future professionals, as future bankers. I would say that your student, many of you would go to banks also, many of you would become technologists also, policy makers also, and entrepreneurs also. I think you will shape how inclusive and secure India's digital future becomes. So a truly digital Bharat will only become inclusive when because when you people make our people literate, make our people aware, make our people well versed with what exactly is happening around us. And one more thing I would like to lay stress on, l- type of risks. One important is that since you are students, sometimes these fraudsters use criminal tricks also. How? Offering fake job offers, work from home schemes, like that you require only a bank account to receive payment. Okay. So they say that, okay, instant, I mean, they immediately say that, Are, you will be getting work from home, so much amount of salary. So you join us. They share a link to you, and immediately they want you to just click on that link. While doing so, you unknowingly share your own bank accounts. They get quick money for letting them use your bank account. So, students, don't fall prey to these common tricks like friendship online. I am in trouble. Some calls will come that I am in trouble. Can I transfer some money to your account? These top up things, students. I am repeatedly saying it sounds too good to be true. It probably is, but it is not. You must be very vigilant, very careful. Nowadays, another thing is happening, the digital arrest. You will get calls from this IT officials, CBI officials, enforcement directors, this investigation officials by cyber crime. They simply ask you, "Arey, you have got your son is got arrested due to some financial fraud." So you just they give you a one link, and don't fall prey to this easy money. Never share your account. I'm repeatedly telling you, your students, you even share this information to your parents and friends and near relatives also. Never use your account for your I mean, these cybers, never share your account, never share your ATM card, never share your UPI credentials, never share your OTPs. Allow your account only to be used by you only. Never respond to messages asking for account help. Never share your bank account unless you completely trust that person. Unless that person, you knows that person. Unless that person is blood relation to you. Keep your bank card secure. Never disclose your PIN, CVV, or online banking credentials. Be highly cautious, students, of unsolicited job offers or money making opportunities online or in person. Avoid any role involving money transfers. These are the things. And have you heard about the money mules, mule accounts of late? This also in recent years, these fraudsters have devised a very sophisticated ways to misuse innocent people for illegal activities. My article is also there. I have already shared to Madam Daveji also. My article on money mules, how individuals are getting this persuaded into allowing their personal bank accounts to be used for receiving or transferring funds. Often, without knowing the true origin or purpose of money, they are giving their account to be used by these fraudsters. While hiring their account, they will be getting some money, no doubt of it. But after that, in their accounts, without their knowledge, huge crores of rupees get dumped into to that account without their knowledge. Then enforcement directorate, then CPI officials, they go after these individuals, and they call them to their offices and get them into their behind bars also. So unknowingly they get into this trap. So what I would request is, money mule, don't fall play this. This could be done knowingly and unknowingly also. So be cautious, students. These are all the latest technologies. This fraudsters are devising day to day. This new things to how to cheat and how to this rob innocent individuals, their highly hard earned money. So be cautious while transferring your funds, while sharing your OTPs. These are all preventive strategies I just wanted to highlight, because I have been asked to just lay focus on this cyber security and data production in inclusive finance and building trust in digital Bharat. Because trust will be developed only when you will be well versed with what is happening. So educate people. I am requesting the students also, because after this your classes, you whenever you get time, educate the people, the rural people. You are in your house also, residents also, ladies, your family members would be there. They educate them. Without educating, without use knowing the what is happening around you, don't ask them to do these things like sharing up our passwords, sharing up OTPs, these things. That is all. That's the, I think, Madam Daveji, Madam, are you there?
I
Hello?
am there, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm there, sir.
Actually, Madam, what happened? That's our actually all India bank strike has been declared. Now, actually, after half an hour, one press conference is there. I think I
Okay.
need to rush there. Madam, actually, I think if you allow me, I would like to rest my case here. So,
Sir, just wind up very quickly in just a few sentences and close
yeah.
if you have
No,
that
no, that.
efficiency. Ji.
Yeah. No. Winding up means I'm just requesting all this, including you also, teaching faculty also, everybody here, in student, definitely students are there. Educate, educate people, especially youth and elderly. Flag suspicious account or transactions for review. Arrange and organize awareness trips. Awareness tips to in this interactions, especially at account opening stage. Everywhere. Because yesterday only I had a detailed meeting with our Director General of Police, Mr. Arun Dev Gautamji. He also asked me, especially requesting me to educate people wherever you get time. This is an opportunity because, in spite of my that paucity of time and all, I just made it a point to attend this because just I wanted to put across the views of banks and law enforcement authorities also. Whatever I just narrated, you just it is to be implemented in both letter and spirit.
Yes.
Otherwise, poor, innocent, hardened people's heart.
Appears to be a network glitch.
I think sir is having network issue.
Mm. It's not from our end. I think it's from his end only.
It's not from our end.
He has disconnected probably. I think we should continue. Please continue.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Starting today's session with the participants and the paper presentation, we have first to present the paper is Mr. Harsh Devangan. Are you there? Mr. Harsh Devangan? He's not in the list. Ms. Jyoti Divya from Atal Bihari Vajpayee University, Bilaspur. Ms. Jyoti Divya, you are in the participant list. Please unmute yourself. Yes, we can see.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, we can see you, we can hear you. You can share your PPT.
My name is Jyoti Divya. Today I am presenting my topic Agri Fintech and the Future of Rural Financial Inclusion in India. Hello.
Yes, ma'am, we can hear you. Please continue.
This presentation explains how digital finance solutions are helping farmers and rural people access banking, credit, and insurance service more easily. Now come to introduction part. India is a largely agrarian country and a major part of rural livelihood depends on agriculture. Almost 65% of Indian population is rural area, and in which 45% of working peoples are agriculture depends people. However, most farmers are small and marginal farmers, and their income is seasonal and uncertain. In rural areas, access to timely credit, saving facilities, and insurance protection is still a major challenge. So, in this context, agri-fintech is emerging as a strong solution by combining agriculture with financial technology to improve financial inclusion. Next. Now coming to the importance of this topic. Farmers require money at the correct time, especially during buying fertilizers, pesticides, and harvesting. But traditional rural loans often involve long paperwork, collateral requirement, and multiple bank visits. Due to these difficulties, many rural people still depends on informal money lenders. Agri-fintech provides faster and low-cost financial services through mobile-based platform, which makes rural financial inclusion more practical and accessible to them. Now, what is agri-fintech? Agri-fintech is simply means agriculture plus financial technology. It includes digital platform and tools that provide finance-related services to farmers The major services are digital payment like UPI and Aadhaar-based payments. Digital credit loans, crop and weather insurance, and advisory services using technology. The main goal is to make financial services more accessible, affordable, and secure for rural communities. Now come to research again. Most research focuses on general fintech, not agriculture focused fintech. Financial inclusion is often measured by account opening, not real use. Less focus on farmers' issues like seasonal income and climate risks. Adoption problem like low digital literacy and low trust need more study. Need more understanding of how agri-tech improve real farmer outcomes. Now, objective and methods. Hello? Hello?
Please continue. Please continue. You're audible.
Yes, ma'am, you're audible.
Study how agri-fintech supports rural financial inclusion in India. First objective. Second one, identify key services. Find challenges in adoption and scaling, suggest future improvements and policy supports. Method we can use secondary data review, RBI, NABARD, and government reports, journals. Now key applications. Hello. Hello.
Ma'am, you're audible. Please continue.
Agri-fintech works through different applications. First is digital payment. UPI and apps AEPS help farmers receive and send money instantly. And DBT ensures subsidies reach directly into bank accounts. Second is digital credit. Farmers can get loans faster using alternatives data like transaction history and a crop cycles, and repayment can be flexible. Third is insurance and risk protection. Weather and crop insurance reduces the impact of crop loss, and digital claim processes makes it faster. Fourth is digital advisory. Weather alerts and crop guidance help farmers make better decisions, which improves productivity and income stability. Now, benefits for rural financial inclusion, how agri-fintech improves. Agri-fintech supports rural inclusion in many ways. It improves access because farmers can use financial services without visiting branches frequently. It saves time and cost because of paperwork and middlemen reduces. It improves credit availability, especially for small farmers who usually face rejection in traditional system. Insurance improve financial safety during crop failures or unexpected losses. Also, digital transactions create a financial history which helps farmers qualify for future loans and formal financial services. Now come to challenges and future scope. Even though agri-fintech has a strong potential, it also faces challenges. Major challenges include low digital literacy, poor internet connectivity, trust issue, cyber fraud risks, and climate uncertainty. But the future scope is very promising. We can expect regional language apps, voice-based platform, and stronger collaboration between banks, fintech companies, and a farmer producer organizations. Also, AI-based credit assessment and climate smart insurance can further strengthen rural financial inclusion. Now come to conclusion. To conclude, Agri-Fintech is an important tool to improve rural financial inclusion in India. It helps farmers not only open bank account but also actively use financial services like payment, credit and insurance. However, for long-term success, we need better digital infrastructure, awareness programs and strong data privacy security measures. Finally, I conclude that fintech is a future for agriculture and for agriculture dependent persons. Thank you. I'm closing my presentation right now. If you have any questions, please ask me. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you're audible. Please continue.
So I have closed my topic and I have completed my conclusion. If you have any type of questions, please ask me. So, hello. Hello. Hello.
Anji, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
May I close my presentation?
Ma'am, just a minute. Amit sir, would you like to say something? I think our expert is disconnected.
Okay.
Yes, you can close.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Next, we have Kalyani. I request all the participants to be ready with your PPTs. If anyone would like to present, please raise your hand. Kalyani. Sonia. Just a minute, Sonia. Yes, just a minute. Yes, so we can go like this. Please, all of you raise your hand who would like to present next. In sequence, we can proceed with Sonia. After that, we can proceed with Preeti. Sonia, if you're ready, you can share your screen. You can unmute and share your screen, dear.
Okay, ma'am. I'm just sharing. Is the screen visible? Hello?
Yes, your screen is visible.
Okay.
Please go to first.
Good morning, honorable panel members and fellow delegates. I'm Sonia Gupta from the Department of Management, IMCE, Sri Ram Sarup Memorial University, Lucknow. Today, I'm going to present my paper titled Human Resource Challenges in Deploying Fintech Services in Underserved Areas, a Strategic Framework for Bharat. Going to my first slide. India has developed a strong digital backbone through UPI, Digital India, and the JAM Trinity, which is Jan Dhan, Aadhaar, and mobile. However, rural and underserved regions, referred to as Bharat, still lag behind. This gap exists not due to lack of technology, but due to human and institutional limitations. Hence, fintech adoption in
Sonia, just a minute. Sonia, your voice is cracking up.
Human and behavioral
Just a minute, Sonia.
challenge.
Am I audible? Sonia, your voice is cracking up. I request
The
you
study
to...
focuses on three major objectives.
Sonia.
Identify challenge in talent development, tension. Ma'am?
Sonia, actually, your voice was cracking up. So, can you go to first slide and start again and be in the
Yes, you are audible.
Be in the proper network, Sonia.
Yes, ma'am.
I request you to be in the proper network because your voice is cracking.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Okay.
Your screen is unshared. Reshare your screen. I think she's having some network issue. Preeti, can you start?
Am I audible, madam?
Yes, you are audible. Actually, Sonia is having some network issue.
Yes,
Let her
yes.
come back again.
Actually, I'm sharing my screen through my laptop.
Yes. Please share.
Yes, yes, madam. If the screen is visible?
Yes, it's visible, but the slides are not visible. It's showing white.
No.
No. Can you reshare again?
No, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible now.
Yeah.
You can start.
Mm. Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Preeti from Central University of Rajasthan. And I am presenting here on the topic of enhancing customer experience through digital banking. Can you hear me, madam?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, heading.
Okay. And the study showed, I did this study to see the customer experience through digital banking. Means all the banking institution nowadays engaging to provide their services online and to facilitate the customers by giving the various various apps through mobile banking or internet banking, whatever the convenient way they are providing their services through digitally. And here, this study shows the financial sector, talking about this sector, it plays a very important role by promoting services through digitally, and ultimately it is contributing somewhere for the economic development. Here, I have taken the services provided by the bank. Like wide range of services are there, including deposit accounts, loan. Then nowadays, payment systems are totally digitally connected, and the investment products are also, they can invest the amount in mutual fund shares through digitally, and many banks are providing this kind of services to them. Then here, how these are contributing to the financial inclusion. If we talk about the financial inclusion part, where each and every people should connect it through the financial services by like Jandan Yojana or any other insurance schemes are they are implemented by the government side. But here the study shows that the consumer experience in digital banking, how consumer are feeling, whether like some sir was talking about the security part, and like we have seen that nowadays there are frauds happening in the digital transactions like that. So here digital banking, it is a wide range of services providing, like online banking, mobile apps, and digital wallets are also there for the customer. They can manage their finance without the need of physical visit to the branches. Then now this shifted, like 24/7 access of financial services, they can have it. And one of the most valued aspect of digital banking is the convenience. Convenience means people need not to visit the branches, and mobile banking apps allows users to perform tasks such as checking balance, transferring funds, and paying bills. Like virtually anywhere, if they can do these things. Whether they are satisfied with this digital banking or not. The study shows that Over 60% of customers now prioritizing digital convenience over the interest rate when using a bank. Like they are feeling that the services, whatever banks are providing to them, whatever apps are they are installing in their mobile, they should be user friendly. Like with the click, they can do the transactions. If we compare the mobile app and the internet banking services, mobile app are feeling more convenient as compared to the online transactions through internet banking. So here the study was conducted to know the involvement of technology in digital banking, how technology are involved in this, and to see the experience, the customer expectation and their satisfaction level. Sorry, by mistake here 4 and 5 came. To identify the key factors to enhance customer experience and to see the challenges regarding the security issues. Then here we did this study in Rajasthan, and the sample size we have taken, that is 80, and we have seen the technological aspect, one key factor, another is consumer experience, then consumer involvement and user interference. These four aspects, we have developed some questionnaire here where this talk about the first aspect, first attribute we have taken, the use of digital banking by customer. How the people are using this digital banking, whether they are feeling it convenience. The first item was there. Then second was why they are using this, how frequently they are checking balance, whether they are comfortable with the branch visit or they can go digitally and checking their things or doing the banking transaction, how they feel about the security features. Like two-way verification is there in each and every login. After a logout, they have, if they want to log in again, then two-factor verification are there. Whether they have recommended these apps or the the services to their peers, to their colleagues, or to the people outside the or where they are working or where they belongs to. Then second attribute was consumer experience of digital banking, how people are thinking about the digital banking in case of the use and the navigation. Then transaction speed and efficiency, what they are thinking about that. Then security and privacy is again one major concern over here. Customer support is also one thing. How banks are supporting customers and the overall satisfaction and loyalty about the banking to the banking from the customer side. Then customer involvement for digital banking, how they are involved, like frequency of use, like we have seen that our people are using very rarely. Sir was talking about the ATM facility. He did not remember when last ATM transaction he did, like that. Frequency of use. We nowadays are very much comfortable with the online payment, online receiving. With the QR code, we can do the payment, and with the QR code, we can receive the payment also. Then received control and empowerment, how the facilities are empowered by the bank. Then willingness to try new features, whether people are willing to try to new features of the banks, like apart from transactions, they are giving the investment facilities. They can open demat account, they can avail the loan online, they can do the services, like if somebody wants to change the branch from one branch to another, all the services request can be raised through the mobile banking app. Then we received value of insight and information, whether they have the information about that. It can be we can take it as a awareness part, or we can take it like how people are informed about the banking services. Then active participation through feedback and suggestions. We are using the app, but when they ask for the feedback, how you feel about the services, we generally do we generally skip that process, and just we will log out. And how how active participation is there for feedback, because feedback only give the correct experience of banks to the banking institution, so that they can make the changes in their services. If really people are facing problem in login, or if really people are facing problem to understand the app, they can manage in that. Then user interface about the technology, how the app is visually appealed. The navigation from the information architecture, the responsiveness, how the app is responding to the services consistently across devices. Like some features will work in one device, another feature will not work in some device. Like that, these things were covered. Then interpretation of findings, we have found that security features, 40% of the people were in favor that yes, their app is secured. Recommendations received the highest positive ratings, indicating the customers trust security measures and rely on the peer recommendation. Like if somebody is recommending, then yes, that trust level, the trust matters there. Then bank visit had a mix of responses, suggested that while some users still prefer in personal banking, many are shifting towards digital services. Why people are preferring personal banking? Because many instances are there where fraud happened and people lost their hard-earned money. In that case, they are feeling that it's better to go and withdraw the money from bank itself and use that money instead of going digitally. So this is a really very big concern where bank has to focus on this. And even in many cases, where news were there that the banking personnel themselves have lost the money, like fraud happened in their account also. Then if banking personnel are not safe in nowadays, what about general people, and that too elderly and the youngsters, how they will be secure doing this kind of transactions? Then customer experience in digital banking, ease of use, 36% told yes, it's a easy and transaction speed, okay fine, they were happy with that. Strong positive rating shows that the digital banking performance are perceived as user friendly. Yes, user friendly were there. Then security concern is like not much good, 29% only were happy with that. Then active participation and involvement. Yeah, active participation through feedback was very poor. People are not ready to give their feedback for this. And yes, people were ready to try new features. Navigation from the architecture, 33% people thought, okay, it's fine. Whatever even if it is a complicated thing in internet banking, mobile banks are more convenient for them. These are the suggestions based on the study till now. The work is still in process, it is going on. Then here, if they enhance user interface and navigation, that provides somewhat compatibility for the customer. Security features, obviously, security features plays a very important role if banks are focusing on that, apart from doing this only two-step verification, like somewhere where just tap and withdraw, like that facility is really very very dangerous, where we have seen many videos. If somebody is crossing and they are just bringing the device nearby, automatically the bank account will be empty. Like that, this kind of features are really very um, banks have to think on it. Then encourage customer feedback and participation. Yes, customer feedback and participation should be encouraged in each and every aspect, where what customer is really feeling, where the problem comes. The amount is debited from the bank account, but it is not credited to the receiver's account. So where is that? Where to go? How to approach the people? That kind of interaction should be there. Then optimal digital banking or accessibility. Yes, interaction is also there, but some like customer care number, if you are calling again, the call will go to one desk to another, you press 1 2 3 4, this kind of mechanism nowadays people don't want. Then improve transaction speed and reliability, that is somewhat there, but still the need is there. So this is the data indicates that while digital banking is widely used and appreciated, all security concern, convenience, and speed really a concern nowadays. Then data transfer, security, transparency, and customer engagement should be there. Addressing the issues will crucial for increasing customer satisfaction and adoption. With this, I'm finishing my PPT, and thanks for listening. If you have any queries, questions, you can ask. Yes, am I there? Am I audible?
Hanji, Hanji. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Pooja. Moving on for our next presentation. Sonia, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Are you in proper connection? Can we start with yours again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can share your screen. Preeti, you can unmute your, you can mute yourself.
Yes, yes, thank you.
It's visible, Sonia. You can start.
I was talking about the introduction and the problem statement. So coming to this part, I would like to share that India has developed a strong digital backbone through UPI, Digital India, and the JAM Trinity. JAM is the Jan Dhan, Yojana, Aadhaar, and mobile. However, our rural regions, which is referred to as Bharat, they still lag behind. This gap exists not due to lack of technology, but I think due to human and institutional limitations. Hence, I can say that fintech adoption in Bharat is primarily a human and behavioral challenge. Now, the study focuses on three major objectives: to identify HR challenges in talent acquisition, development, and retention in rural fintech, to investigate how training can address digital literacy and trust issues, and third one, to analyze the role of leadership in shifting from traditional to digital first banking. Talking about the methodology part, this is a pure conceptual and review based study. We have synthesized academic literature, RBI reports, and policy documents. The study is aligned with capacity building for Bharat and the urban-rural continuum. Now, we face a key HR challenges in this, which we term as talent vacuum. One of the biggest challenges is this only in Tier 3 and rural regions. Skilled graduates, they migrate to metropolitan cities and they leave fintech firms short of locally relevant talent. There is a strong need for hybrid skills, digital competence combined with local socio-cultural understanding. The physical service model, which is a blend of digital platforms and human interface. Field agents and business correspondents act as digital ambassadors, helping build trust and reduce fear. Yes, they can build trust among them and they can reduce fear related to fraud and cybersecurity. It is much more needed to make aware them about the fraudulence which are happening and how they can be aware about their security, means not to share the passwords, the OTPs, etc. So they can act as a digital ambassadors. Coming to the next part, which is change management and internal resistance. Employees in regional, employees in traditional institutions like RRBs and cooperative banks often perceive fintech as a threat to job security. So leadership must therefore position fintech as an enabler, supported by reskilling and inclusive HR practices. The high attrition rate among field staff weakens community relationships. HR strategies must go beyond monetary incentives also to include localized rewards, career path, and a sense of social purpose. The proposed strategic HR framework is focusing on local talent development, youth-led entrepreneurship, and continuous upskilling and purpose-driven leadership. Now, I want to conclude with that fintech deployment in Bharat is fundamentally people-centric only. HR must act as a strategic partner in rural transformation, which is supported by industry academia collaboration and capacity building initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sonia. Okay, ma'am. Moving on.
Ma'am, is there any question or recommendation for me, suggestion for me?
Let me ask. Is there any question? Would like to ask our expert? I don't think so. Moving on to the next presentation, Mr. Rajdeep.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing now. Give me a second.
For that, Sonia, you need to unshare your screen. Sonia, you can unshare your screen. Mr. Rajdeep, you can share.
Yes, ma'am. I'm beginning. Ma'am, it is showing that you cannot start screen share while the other participant is sharing.
Sonia, you need to unshare your screen. Okay,
Yes.
now you try. Now to try.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So, is it visible? Ma'am, is my screen visible, ma'am?
Now we can see your screen, sir.
Thanks a lot, ma'am.
You can make it full screen.
Yes, ma'am.
We request all the other participants also to please write your name in the chat box so that we can call you next. Okay, Tukaram sir, we'll consider your request. We request you to please write your name in the chat box so that we can consider your request. Please
Thanks
start.
a lot.
We have Dr. Ghazala also with us. She'll be here for this session, and the expert on the session chair for the next session is also here. Meanwhile, you can start your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks a lot. So this is my topic, communication as a barrier in the adoption of fintech solutions amongst underserved population. So this is what I'm starting with, and this will be presented by me, Rajdeep Sarkar, and my supervisor, Dr. S.M. Dasa, and we are from Guru Ghasidas Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, Chhattisgarh. So coming to the next slide. If for the rapid urbanization versus rural stagnation, cities are evolving into seamless. Okay, so this is for the cities are going ahead with. While 65% of the population remains rural, the contribution to the GDP is not proportional due to traditional low-tech methodologies. Yes, growth is not transformation unless it is inclusive. High-speed urban growth without rural tech integration creates a fractured economy. So they are not able to give as much as what the urban side is giving. Now, why rural transformation is lagging? Access to a smartphone is common, but utilizing it for productivity, example, market analytics, weather forecasting, or e-governance remains low. So, if you go to the rural side, we see that the smartphones, the potential of it for the development, it is not being used for, and that is something we all know. Intermittent power supply and inconsistent high-speed internet in deep rural pockets. So the place where I come from, last I have experienced, the electricity used to come for like 6 hours, 7 hours, and it used to get disturbed. It used to be intermittent. I went to Sundarban 2 months back, and I have seen the same thing. The electricity is not continuous. Modern supply chains often stop where the paved roads ends, preventing rural producers from reaching urban markets. So this is another thing. The products they don't reach the customers in the rural markets. Traditional farmers often prefer cash-heavy, informal credit systems over digital financial tools due to a lack of trust and complexity. So, rural people they don't have full faith into this paperless transactions. So that is another issue. The communication obstacle in rural fintech isn't just about sales signals. It is a multi-layered issue involving infrastructure, language, and psychological trust. The most literal barrier is a lack of physical talk between devices and servers. Network latency. So we know that in rural areas, the network is quite slow. The speed is like 2G, 3G in many rural areas. But there are also improvements. In many parts, we will see that the internet speed is quite good. It's very good. Transaction anxiety, high failure rates due to poor connectivity lead to failed or debited transactions, which destroys confidence. So we have also seen that it has also been seen that a transaction sometimes they fail and yet the money is debited from accounts, but within 2 to 3 days we get the money back. Then there are hardware limitations. Rural users often use older, low-spec smartphones that struggle to run heavy data intensive banking apps. So these apps they consume a lot of RAM and low-end phones they when you run these banking apps on those smartphones it starts to lag. There is performance the performance is slow. The language and literacy gap, semantic communication, technical jargons. There are terms like fixed deposit, collateral. So when the rural people they hear about these terms, it creates cannot trust the system. But they hear terms like this. Complex user interfaces. Now apps they are very complex. It takes a get used to it, and people
So please continue.
alienates local communities who speak regional language. So more languages has to be brought in. Many users may have basic reading skills but struggle with complex banking English or legalistic fine print. So not everyone is aware of those terminologies. So there is that issue. A user might know how to watch a video on YouTube but feel paralyzed by multi-step banking transaction. So you give a phone to a villager. They may know how to use it to watch a video on YouTube, but when you make them to do a banking transaction, they feel paralyzed. They are unsure how to move forward. The trust deficit, psychological communication in rural economics. In rural economies, money is felt and seen. So you can physically touch it, you can feel it. Moving to invisible money requires high level communication. Lack of human touch, rural users often prefer high touch over high tech. The inability to speak to a physical person when a digital error occurs creates fear. Okay, so um, if there is a digital error, say I have sent money to another person, the money has been debited, but the other person has received it. So it creates anxiety in me as to what has happened, what's going to happen next. Fear of scams, poor communication regarding security features makes users vulnerable to phishing, leading to a general fear of the platform. So we have seen that many people from high age, old people, they have been scammed. It's happening all over the world. It's not just this country. They don't know the complete, they don't have the complete knowledge as to how to protect themselves. A phone call comes, they trust the person. If the person says that they're calling from this particular bank, and the next thing you know, that those old people, poor people, they lose money. So there are fear of scams. So adoption of these fintech technologies. Because of this, people are unsure whether to move or proceed forward with this. Opaque fee structures. If hidden charges aren't communicated clearly in simple terms, users feel cheated and abandon the service. So there are hidden charges, right? So if they are not made visible completely, so additional charges whenever the person has to pay, it creates distrust. Lack of technical help in systems. Chatbots are often frustrating for rural users who cannot navigate complex menus. So, I have said it before, those banking apps, they have sometimes these banking apps, they have it's complex to navigate inside the banking apps. So it creates distrust among the people. Um, Feedback loops. There's often no clear channel for rural users to report bugs or suggest improvements that fit their specific lifestyle. Um, so there are there. It's there. The feedback options are there, but it's quite difficult for, like I said, non-literate people to give feedback. Okay, and they just
I would request all the participants to
Monthly
ensure
notifications.
that your network, you are in a good coverage area, because there are frequent disruptions.
Sorry,
Please
ma'am,
continue, Mr. Rajdeep.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Now, the objectives are to understand how this lack of trust affects the effectiveness of digital financial institutions. Number two, to explain how complex user interface in apps and websites can stand as a deterrence for people having limited technical know-how and low literacy. The consequences of the literacy jargon gap: users hand over their phones and PINs to local shopkeepers or agents to perform tasks. This creates massive security risks and identity theft potential. Number two, transaction anxiety, the fear of clicking the wrong button and losing life savings. Number three, the invisible money paradox. In rural economies, seeing is believing. When jargon obscures where money goes, users revert to cash, which is readable and tangible. Now, suggestions: offline modes, developing apps that can queue transactions by SMS or lightweight data protocols. Voice-based user interface, using AI to allow users to talk to the apps in their native language. Number three, using simple visual communication tools to teach financial literacy. Now, communication is the bridge. If the bridge is broken with the through poor signals or confusing language, adoption will stop. The goal should be to move from technology-centric design to human-centric communication. Now, this is all for my presentation. Thanks a lot for giving me the time. Ma'am, may I unshare my screen? Yes, it has gone.
Was a good one. Where's Dr. Disha? Please, her remarks, and then we can move on to the next.
I would like the expert to please put your remarks. I would like to request all the participants also to please keep your name posted in the chat box so that we can call you up in the same sequence. Meanwhile, we have moved to the another session, and I would like to hand over the session to Dr. Ghazala. Ma'am, please proceed.
Thank you, Dr. Disha. So we will continue with the presentation, but before that, I would like to invite our session chair for the fourth session, that is Urban Rural Continuum Financing Town. And I would just introduce our session chair. She is Dr. Shubhra Anand. She is a distinguished academician, finance professional, researcher, and entrepreneur with over 4 decades of experience spanning higher education, financial services, executive training, and applied research. Ma'am currently serves as professor, head of the Department of Finance, and Board of Studies chairperson at Sri Balaji University, Pune. She is also the co founder of Money Up Investor Services, a certified mutual fund brokerage firm affiliated with the Association of Mutual Funds in India, reflecting her strong integration of academic expertise with professional practice. Ma'am is a certified financial planner and PhD holder in finance. Her doctoral research focus on investor behavior and household portfolio management. She is an alumnus of Pandit Ravi Shankar Shukla University and has enriched her academic exposure as a summer school participant at IIM Kolkata. Her academic foundation in mathematics, finance, and marketing provides a robust analytical base for her teaching, research, and consulting engagements. She has made significant contribution to management education through teaching, mentoring, and curriculum design, and has guided more than 500 applied projects, over 100 business proposals, and several doctoral scholars. Her teaching and mentoring philosophy emphasizes experiential learning, ethical finance, and practical decision making,
enabling students and executives to bridge theory with real world financial challenges. As a trainer and executive coach, MAM has designed and delivered management development programs and training interventions from a wide range of organizations across manufacturing, banking, insurance, mutual fund, and corporate finance. Her clientele includes reputed institutions and corporates such as Sidbi, John Deere, Bajaj Finserv, L&T, Yasaki India, GPL, HPCL, and Unichem Laboratories. Her training initiatives have focused on financial decision making, investment planning, risk management, and leadership development. Her research contributions are well recognized with publication in reputed Scopus and ABDC index journals and has authored many book chapters in the domain of insurance management and has presented research papers at prestigious national and international platforms, including IIM Ahmedabad, University of Illinois at Urbana, Champaign, USA. She also has been a recipient of a sponsored research funding, notably for an empirical study on financial management challenges faced by MSME in Pune region. Beyond academics and research, MAM is deeply committed to social impact and financial literacy and has conducted various financial literacy programs from women from diverse backgrounds, including police personnel, military families, and small entrepreneurs such as beauticians, contributing to economic empowerment and informed financial decision making. Her achievements have been recognized through several awards, including the Top 100 Women in Finance 2020 by the Association of International Wealth Management of India. So, may I request, ma'am, one more feather in ma'am's cap is she has pursued Indian classical dance, Kathak, reflecting her belief in holistic personal and professional development. So, may I request Shubhra ma'am to please enlighten our participants? Ma'am, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I realized it's too much to say about a person. Thank you so much for calling me for this particular session. The topic which you people have decided is very good to you undertake because this is the era, this coming 10-15 years is for finance. So, with the advancement of fintech, I mean, we are reaching out to the rural people, and it is the time when the rural and urbanization both are coming together. So, I congratulate the conference team for organizing such a profound conference, and I appreciate all the presenter who have brought their good research work on this platform, and I hope this will be a very good academic deliberation and discussion. So all the best for the for this session as well as coming sessions, and I would love to hear from the participant about their research work. So thank you
Thank
so
you
much
very much,
once
ma'am.
again, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. So, may I now invite our next presenter, Mr. Tukaram. You can share your screen and you can start the presentation. Next, after Mr. Tukaram, will be Roshni Tupkari, ma'am. Right?
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know it's visible.
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so I'm Tukaram. I'm a research scholar to Bhilai Institute of Technology. I'm doing the my PhD work under the supervision of Dr. Minal Shah. Okay, so let me start here.
Yes, you can go to the next slide.
Yes. Sorry, I think I have connected in my mobile. Actually, I'm traveling back to my hometown. So
Okay.
So, is it possible? I can just this one slide is only. Okay. Anyway, sorry for I'm not moving to the next slide. There is one issue on my mobile phone. So I'm just to my study.
What you can do is you can share your presentation in WhatsApp to me so that I can share it. But since it will take time, we can
No, no.
call the next participant right now.
Yes, you can do, ma'am. Just I will share with you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can have my number.
Silpi Gupta number I have.
No, I'm Dr. Ghazala.
Okay. Can you chat your number here, ma'am? I will.
Yes. I'm writing my number.
Sorry.
No issues.
Sorry, everyone, for inconvenience. Sorry.
No issues. So can you unshare your screen? Can I request Ms. Roshni to please share her screen, share her presentation? Mr. Tukaram, you can unshare your screen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And I have shared my number. You just send your presentation to me. I will use my ID and then you can give the presentation after Roshni, ma'am. Okay?
Perfect, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, but just press F5 so that we can have full screen view.
Sure. Is it visible now? The full screen?
Yes, absolutely. Please start.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Roshni Tukkari, and I am doing my research work in finance also. And the topic which I chose for today's presentation is role of digital infrastructure, which is UPI, Aadhaar, and DBT in promoting financial inclusion. And my presentation is guided by my guide, Dr. Pallavi Kudal, and I'm doing my PhD from Sri Balaji University, Pune. So basically, there are three core components in the financial inclusion, which are digital infrastructure creation, digital delivery of the services, and digital literacy. So first of all, what is digital infrastructure? Digital infrastructure is the total physical and software infrastructure which is necessary to deliver the digital goods and products, which includes the hardware, the software, the IT virtualization, and infrastructural software operating systems, etc. Digital system and platform enables the delivery of the services which facilitate or which helps in the facilitation of the data exchange, and it supports the digital governance across the various sectors. Sorry. There are 15 key projects which are performed by the government now where digital infrastructure platforms are used, which is first is Aadhaar, which we all know, UPI, CoWIN, Digital Locker, DigiLocker, which we say, Arogya Setu, GEM, Umang, Diksha, eSanjeevani, eHospital, eOffice, eCode, Portion Tracker, and NCD platform. Here, everywhere we are using the digital infrastructure. Now, digital infrastructure in India, which we use for all providing all these services, is internet, which we all know we use daily, broadband, mobile services, the digital communication applications, the data center and the networks, various portals, platforms, softwares, the cloud services, the operational security, the identity, which is used, user identity, which we can say, the data encryption, APIs, and integration. But what are the emerging technologies which we are going to use? It is quantum computing, AR, VR, and AI-driven operations. So basically, today we are going to see about the digital infrastructure, about UPI, Aadhaar, and DBT, which are the topic given by the university for today's presentation. UPI is, we all know, it is the unified payments interface, where these are used for the money transactions. It is launched in 2016. This enables real-time interbank transactions with mobile devices or with the internet usage, which facilitates seamless digital payments. As per the reports worldwide, worldwide report in 2024. The survey was taken in 2024. So in 2024, 23 crore people are using UPI, rather, which was only 707 crores in 2016. So India has marked its presence while with using these UPI services. Now, as of December 24, 641 banks are live on UPI. They are using the UPI services, or they are providing UPI services. So 641 banks are there according to the survey which was taken in December 2024. While in 2016, only 35 banks were using UPI services. Now the Aadhaar. Now we move on to Aadhaar part, which is launched in 2009, which is a 12-digit identity number for the demographic areas, various demographic areas in the India, and it is linked to biometric as well as the demographic data for all the Indian residents. When according to the study, or according to the survey, till March 2023, India has issued more than 136 crore Aadhaar cards, whereas compared to 120 crores Aadhaar cards till March 18. And according to the data, the key KYC transactions which were recorded were 1,470 crores by March 23 as compared to 0.01 crore in March 14 and less than that in March 18. Now let's move on to the DBT. DBT is the direct benefit transfer for the economic empowerment. What is direct benefit transfer? It is a leverage which is attached to the JAM Trinity. JAM Trinity is Jandhan plus Aadhaar plus Mobile Trinity, which helps in the transfer of these welfare benefits directly into the beneficiary's account, where DBT minimizes the role of middlemen and reduces the corruption or leakages, and which ensures the full amount will reach the recipient. So there is transparency as well as the leakage reduction, which we can see. Now there is a timely delivery, which timely delivery of the subsidies for food, which we are getting from the government, the LPG connections, the pensions, wages, and are deposited promptly, reducing the delays because there are no middlemen in there. The financial inclusion, where we require a bank account for this to receive all these benefits, where DBT has been a major driver in opening over 500 million accounts, which are integrating marginalized population into this financial system, or into this to get this financial benefits. So what are the prerequisites for this DBT? So you need a identification for this to require this to get this benefit, where the person has to open a bank account. He needs to enroll for Aadhaar card. The seeding of Aadhaar, that means he has to link the Aadhaar to his bank account, and the government has to do the last mile connectivity or services which so that government can provide these services uninterruptedly. Now, what are the benefits of DBT? Benefits of DBT in financial inclusion, how we are including or how it is getting benefited for this financial inclusion. So first is expansion of formal banking. So basically, because for getting this DBT benefit, people have to open the bank accounts under Jandhan Yojana to receive these funds directly. So formal financial system is getting introduced in rural areas also. There is a reduction of leakages and corruption. It minimizes the diversion of funds and ensures that the beneficiary receives the full amount. Thirdly, it enhances the transparency and accountability. This system provides a clear, traceable, and electronic audit trail for all the transactions which are being done under this system, so that the government has full accountability and it is more efficiently transferred in the beneficiary's account. Now, next one is timely and efficient disbursement. So these funds are getting transferred instantly, and reduces the time taken for the benefits to reach the recipients. Empowerment of beneficiaries. Direct access to the funds gives recipients control over their money so that it promotes the financial autonomy and also the digital literacy. The significant fiscal savings. Over the past decade, DBT has reduced fiscal leakages. According to the service, it is approximately rupees 3.48 lakh crore, which optimizes the government expenditure on social welfare, and it improves the targeting by linking benefits to Aadhaar. The system uh, better identifies beneficiaries and reduces the duplicate or fake records. So we can say that DBT has facilitated over, according to the survey, DBT has facilitated over 180 central schemes, including the LPG subsidies, which are provided by the government in rural areas, the rural employment wages, and it has acted as a cornerstone for financial inclusion. And in some cases, it provides crucial rapid relief during crisis also. Now, the next is challenges of DBT in India. The first challenge is infrastructure and connectivity issue. But obviously, in the remote areas, which often lacks reliable internet and which is critical for real-time Aadhaar-based transactions, the digital and financial illiteracy, which is more in the rural part as well as in the urban part also, most of the people are not financially literate, and they don't have bank accounts also, so it is very difficult for them to avail these facilities. The next is authentication failures. The biometric authentication or the fingerprints, which we can say often fails, particularly for elderly individuals and manual laborers due to their fingerprints problems. The Aadhaar and bank mapping errors. Sometimes or most of the times, Aadhaar data mismatches with the bank data and it fails to seed bank accounts with Aadhaar, maybe because of the substantial delayed or rejected, so that the payments get rejected. The last mile access is the services which are provided to the rural areas or the areas which are uh, not accessible by government also, or which don't want these facilities, or they are not financially literate. So many beneficiaries lack easy access to these banking outlets or ATMs and face challenges with business correspondents also, who are not available, or sometimes they are not reliable also. The grievance redressal mechanisms. The lack of effective, timely, and accessible grievance redressal for transaction failures often leaves beneficiaries without resources. Recourses. Inclusion and exclusion errors. Basically, poorly managed databases leads to this exclusion of the benefits which are getting by these programs which are provided by the government. While sometimes there are technical errors, there are sometimes the people who are not financially literate, they don't have the bank accounts, they are so sometimes fraudulent activities also lead to the lead to these errors. So these obstacles necessitate the stronger digital literacy, the enhanced infrastructure in rural areas, and more robust authentication methods, so that people can achieve comprehensive financial inclusions. The stakeholders or people involved in this direct benefit system is ministries and departments authentication of beneficiaries, the IT team, the UIDAI Regis or Registrar General of India Aadhaar Enrollment, and banks and Indian Postal Department, where we can open the bank account, the postal accounts, the Jan Dhan accounts, Aadhaar seeding in bank accounts. Next is digital platform. Digital infrastructures, current and future projects which are being done under this scheme. The API Setu. This platform enables swift, transparent, safe, and reliable information sharing across all the applications which are promoted by the government, and it promotes innovation and it helps in promoting innovations. Next is awareness and communication project. awareness and communication performs the major role of generating and raising the level of awareness under this digital India and the related services and scheme amongst the diverse stakeholders across the country. Next is capacity building. This helps in the speedy implementation of Digital India Transformative Initiative. This project aimed to build internal capacities in government to enable digital governance. DigiLocker, which we all know, we all keep our documents under this DigiLocker scheme, which aims at digital empowerment for the citizens by providing access to authenticate digital documents. India Stack Global. This showcases the India Stack and its building blocks globally. Meri Pehchan, National Single Sign on NSSO, is a user authentication service in which a single set of credentials provides access to multiple
Roshni,
online
sorry to
applications.
disturb you. There are two things. Number one, I cannot see your slide moving. Number
Oh,
two, we have to limit the time because there are many presenters there.
okay.
Fine. So, in 2 minutes, can you wind up your presentation, please?
Sure. There are only 3 slides left, but
Okay.
yes, I will.
Okay.
So, isn't it visible, the digital
Yeah,
infrastructure
now it is
project
visible.
slide? Yeah, it is visible, right? So the METI Quantum Computing Application Lab and UX4G, these are the upcoming projects which are taken by the government. Summary of this impact on financial inclusion is near universal account ownership. The JAM Trinity has brought millions, JAM is Jandhan, Aadhaar and Mobile Trinity, has brought millions of previously unbanked individuals into the formal economy. They have opened their bank accounts as well as they have linked or seeded their Aadhaar cards. The increased account usage, they are using the digital payments and getting the direct benefits as well as the direct transfers, which reduce the number of dormant accounts and it encourages the frequent and active engagement with the banks. Access to credit. The transaction history is generated by UPI and Aadhaar linked accounts help lenders across creditworthiness. Women's economic participation has increased due to all these benefits which are provided by the government, and they have direct control over their funds. And despite these achievements, there are challenges such as the digital divide, low digital literacy, cybersecurity concerns, in which necessitates continued effort in education and infrastructure development. Now, the financial inclusion via digital infrastructure. So the benefits of this inclusion are digital financial inclusion are it increases the access and convenience. It enables the access to the financial services like payments, savings, and loans through mobile devices, bypassing the need for physical bank branches. We don't have to visit to the branch. The cost reduction and efficiency, but obviously it reduces the cost for both providers and users, which facilitates micro transactions and it reduces the dependency on the cash transactions or on cash. Enhanced security and transparency. The digital transactions provide auditable records, which reduces the corruption, fraud, and the risk of the theft. Empowerment or marginalized groups, such as direct benefit transfers, help deliver government benefits directly to the recipients. Economic growth and formalization, it drives economic participation by allowing small businesses to build digital credit histories and data driven customization. The challenges which are faced or which the government is facing for this digital financial inclusion is digital divide, infrastructure gaps, low financial and digital literacy, cyber security, and the trust issues faced by the government, faced by the customers, and faced by the providers also. Cash dependent economy, as our economy is more dependent on cash, we are facing problems. Language and accessibility barriers, regulatory and data challenges, and the gender disparities. These are the references which I have taken the data from. And thank you so much. If you have any questions, you can ask.
Thank you, Roshni. Over to Shubhra, ma'am. Ma'am, your questions, queries. Ma'am, you are mute. Shubhra, ma'am.
Am I audible now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Roshni, your work is very good. Are you going to collect some primary data as well?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I'm doing my research work under the guidance of Dr. Pallavi, ma'am. But the digitalization is different. My research work is under the banking sector. So it is related to banking sector, and I have taken the primary data. My research work, my pilot study is done.
Okay.
Till the literature review part, I have done the research.
Okay. So can you go to your title, please?
Sure. Is the slide visible?
Yeah.
Okay.
So according to you, which one is promoting more financial inclusion?
According to me, direct benefit transfer is promoting more financial inclusion because the UPI and Aadhaar are linked to the direct benefit transfers. Direct benefit, when the people of India or when the people from rural areas or when ladies are getting direct benefit from the government, direct financial benefit from the government, they are using those UPI services as well as they have to link the Aadhaar, they have to seed the Aadhaar to their bank account, which are linked to this DBT. So if they want to get the DBT, they need to get the Aadhaar seeded to their bank account so that basically they need the Aadhaar card and then they can use the UPI services as it is easy to manage.
Okay. What is your opinion about Jan Dhan Yojana? How far it was successful?
It is successful. Maybe we can say if we talk about the percentage side, 80% it is useful, but 20% people, as they are not financially literate, they are not getting the benefit of this Jan Dhan Yojana. So, we need the financial literacy or digital literacy, we can say, we need to go for that, and we have to provide them about that. We have to give them the knowledge about this Jan Dhan Yojana to the rural areas or the areas which are not accessible still not accessible by the government.
Okay, so I mean, you need to get few more data from RBI, because now RBI has come up with all the non-operating bank accounts or the bank account who just received the money. So RBI has given the instruction to the banks that they should close those accounts.
Oh, okay.
So the future of DBT we need to check. So you
Yes.
can collect few more data from RBI and you can make your research more robust.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Roshni. Thank you, Gazala ma'am.
Thank you, Shubhra ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Roshni, I have just one
Hope
question.
to see you at Balaji University.
Yeah.
Roshni, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
See, financial inclusion, it also means empowerment, right? When we are talking about those who are marginalized, those who are women, those who are in backward classes and all. So while collecting your data, have you felt that the benefit which should go for empowerment in financial inclusion, is it really happening or is it just by namesake?
Actually,
Because
when
you
I
have worked
collected
in
the data,
reality, now that is why I'm asking you.
yes. So, when I have collected the data or when I communicated with the people, so what their view on this is that they are getting benefited. But as I said earlier, I have collected the data in Pune as well as nearby Pune areas. But inside the rural area where they are not getting the benefit, in Maharashtra, it is quite accessible. But if we talk about the country as a whole, there are many rural parts, as sir also mentioned when the manager from SBI, he has taken the session earlier at 9 sorry, at 10:30 or so. So he also mentioned that there are more than 6 lakh villages in India, but still most of them, nearly 5 lakh villages, are not accessible for this financial inclusion thing. So yes, we need to get them more literate, or we need to get them accessible by internet, because we need to provide them the digital literacy.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Roshni. Thank you, Shubhra ma'am. Roshni, you can unshare your screen.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and have a nice day.
The same to you.
That is paper PPT is the my. Ma'am, you are mute if you are speaking.
Just give me a second. I'm sharing your presentation.
Okay. Yeah, okay. So hi everyone. So there is some inconvenience in my network issue, so I have closed my video. Okay, so can you move to the next slide, ma'am? I'm just to tell that my paper title. Yeah. So the next slide, the impact of the information and communication technology used tools in agriculture for the farmers' welfare in Kabardham district, Chhattisgarh. My study is based on this area only, the Kabardham district, and basically the Kabardham district we have the 4 blocks. So the one is the Pandaria block. We focused for this. So as we know, we have the agriculture is the important role in India. And then according to the framework, serving the major source of the livelihood of the majority of the rural population. Uh, just I'm here, I'm just. And the livelihood of the members per population, and then the economic framework serving as the major source of livelihood for the majority of the rural population in district like Kabardham, Chhattisgarh, where the agriculture dominate the employment and the sustainable the local economy, and the well-being of the farmer directly influence the regional development. So basically, the complete paper is based on the. I have to collected the almost 80 to 85 tools which was introduced by the government, private sector as well as some NGOs. So this is the related to one, and then I just scrolled down, ma'am. I have listed some tools for this. What the tools are right now to organize for the farmers' welfare. Next slide, ma'am. Yeah. So I have categorized some based on this. For first one is the market access mandi and e-commerce platform. So I have introduced just there is the 80 tools I have mentioned in this paper. So the for the time being I have to mention here the some short one. So detail I have in my paper. So for first one is the AZ agriculture marketing websites. Second is the Chhattisgarh e-Mandi. As the advisory group management and the farmer support apps. The second one is the e-Chopal, Ninja Card, Kisan Rath, and the Kisan Swida. So let me tell about some tools what we have right now and what is the use of this. Just so I will take about the e-Chopal. There is the some. A minute. So farmer can take the electronically. There is the one. Just scroll next. I have not did much things here. Yeah, and the second one is the weather satellite image and remote sensoring tools. Here is the one is the IDMA, say Agro Advisory Science, MNCFS, and then next one ESAP, electronically solution for the agricultural persistence. Next one, ma'am. Soil health and irrigation, the water tools. So we have the three, the soil health card portal, NMSA, National Mission for the Sustainable Agriculture, and PM exercise pre-drop more crops. So these all are the portals and mobile apps. So farmer can install and visit the websites and portals for the his kinds of information they can take. Some more things I have mentioned here. Just scroll down. So related to the finance and insurance tool, there is the Appendix Trace Market, Easy Market Online, FSSI, Forces Crops, and then next is that we have the machinery and technology tools. There is the CHF Farm Machinery app websites, Kheti Badi website, E-Rakam auction, and second is the Agri Stock. Next is the pest and disease management system. There is the Fasal Pest Advisory, E-Pest Surveillance, CABI Pest Risk Analysis Tools, AgriDoc Pest Solutions, and then last is the Kisan Call Center, as we know, everyone to know this. So if farmer are facing any kinds of the issue, they can directly call to the experts, and then to his can share and then to proceed further in his crops. And we have the traceability certification, the AgriStack, India Digital Agriculture Mission, and DROP is a service platform. We can trace this under this section. We have the e-learning knowledge for the government and digital platform as well. That is the NNDM, National Digital Insurance Mission. Next is the Agri Education Portal website, e-Krishi Shiksha websites, Kisan Suvidha websites, Krishi Vigyan Kendra, and Agri Media Video Gallery as well. And I have added some more to specific the Chhattisgarh state portal. As I mentioned before, also there is a Chhattisgarh e-Mandi platforms, Godhan Nyaya Yojana portals. There can a farmer to visit and then grab the knowledge what the government latest initiative for the farmers. Next is this Chhattisgarh Food Civil Supplies portal. I haven't mentioned the one thing is the Rajiv Gandhi Kisan Nyaya Yojana. So every year, even Chhattisgarh government also giving the 10,000 those the very less people, farmers to the help for the beneficial that one. And the CZ Krishi Input Subsidy Scheme. And last is then is the persist license portal. Suppose if the farmer have the small holders, they have the 1 hectare or 2 hectare land, and they for the productivity they want some persistent to like pesticide something, so they can to grab the knowledge and they can take a license and then serve to the farmers. And last is the even Chhattisgarh government have also have the CZ farmer helpline. So what about this complete paper? So basically what we have, the tools are available for the farmers. So I have to just utilized here and mention to each and everything. And the detail maybe we can visit this each website. I have to edit some documents on this and the detail that can to identify the useful for the every farmers. That's it. If anyone have any question, so please let me know.
Over to Shubhra, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Tukaram sir, it's a very nice presentation. The compilation of all the ICT activities which you have gathered from the all Chhattisgarh website. It's very nice. So good work done. What are your planning to do further?
So my research in progress, ma'am. So basically, Chhattisgarh in the Kabirdham district have the very rural area. Almost, I can say the 90% people are depend on the agriculture here, and there is the remote area as well. Some there is the no connectivity, no smartphones. So I'm at this my paper. I just want to educate the farmers to how they to use the productivity. For example, I am also living in the remote area and almost the Gram Panchayat, right? I have in my village almost 800 people are living here, but there is I will tell you one incident. Every in my Kabirtham district basically have the two sugar factory, which is owned by the government. And but we have the multiple good factory, I can say, the sugarcane factory, the private sector. So what I can see, even my father also have is struggling to the know the actual price of the suppose they have to there is no control because there is no specific portal or any specific dedicated place. We know that is the enum portal is there for the all across the India, but what about the rural area, the remote area farmer? They don't have to the connectivity or these smartphones. So how we can educate that one? The main purpose of this fixing is this one. So right now, what they are doing now for the sugarcane factories, if government who can sell their produce in the factory, those are the shareholders. But those farmers don't have any share of the government factory. What they can do, the private organized function, they have to multiple good factories here, I can say, and they just to elaborated to the price. So right now, I can say the 1 quintal of 100 kg sugar cane price right now today is the 400 only. But there is no significance. Every private sector, the factory owner manipulating price in within a days, within hours. That is the main issue is here. So I just
Very
want to, yeah, I just want to address this one, and I want to make a portal. Maybe there is each and everything to can farmer to collect their information and then to utilize herself to the even the smallholders. And maybe and I can see the most of the people have the maximum land is the only 1 hectare max, 1.5 hectares, 2 hectares is max.
okay.
That is the one main purpose.
Very nice, very nice. So,
Educate the farmer.
yeah, so even the price discovery in farming sector is difficult, right?
Very difficult, yes.
Okay, okay. So you actually brought to our notice that, the rural India is still not that much connected with the urban India. So, Ghazala ma'am, actually, hats off to you. The topic is really very nice because we, sitting in the metro city, we feel that everything is good and, the financial inclusion is there because we see only the reports which is already there in the government portal, but the reality can bring only through such real research papers. So good
Yes,
work,
ma'am.
Tukaramji. And if you need any kind of support or something, so please let us know as an academician if we can help. So that will be great.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Academic University to give me the opportunity to share my thought and present my paper. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Shubhra ma'am. Next, I would request Mr. Tushar Gupta to please share his presentation. All those who are waiting for giving presentation, they can please write their name in the chat box. Accordingly, the presentation will be taken. After Tushar sir, next will be Pooja Bibe. Yes, Mr. Tushar Gupta, please share your presentation. If you are facing any problem, you can just tell or you can just message. We can call the next participant. Pooja, are you ready?
Request the control room to please make Dr. Ghazala as co-host.
Ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay, Pooja, you share your presentation. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Pooja, your presentation is visible. You can start.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, all of you present over here. I'm Pooja Bibe Shinde. I'm a research scholar at Amity Business School, Raipur. I am presenting a paper. The title of my paper is From Access to Adoption, Bridging Digital Divides, though FinTech at Grassroots. Under the guidance of Dr. Pradeep Kumar Asthana sir, fintech fintech has become an important tool for grassroots development by helping more people access financial service and take part in the economy. Although digital system and mobile financial platform have increased access to these services, but many people still do not use this regularly. This study explored the how fintech reduce digital gaps at the grassroots level by focusing on the problem such as poor internet connectivity, lack of smartphones, and low digital literacy. I had analyzed more than 30 paper, but related, but I have chosen more than 50 paper for this topic and found the gap existing study show that the fintech has the potential in to increase access to digital finance services and support the financial inclusion. However, most research mainly focus on the supply side, building digital infrastructure, provide platforms, and implementing government policy. Very few or very little attention is given to whether people actually use this service, especially as the grassroots level. Although some study mention problem like low digital literacy, lack of trust, many study are conducted at the broad or national level, but do not specify consider that the real life experiment behavior and social economic condition of the grassroots users. Problem of a statement: low level of digital and financial literacy continues to hinder use ability to understand the trust fintech services, social economic social economic constraint, including income inequality, education gap, gender disparities, further restricted adoptions. Objective of my study: to examine the role of fintech in expanding digital finance access at the grassroots level, to analyze the gap between the availability of digital finance services and their actual adaptations among the underserved populations, to identify key technology, social, economic, and behavior barrier influencing fintech adoption at the grassroots level, to suggest policy and strategy intervention for bridging digital divides and promoting sustainable fintech's adoption. My research methodology, my research design is quality research design. Nature of study is descriptive and analytical. Study area selected rural and semi-urban regions. Sampling technique is per purposive and sampling technique. I collect data from the primary data I had collected from the semi-structure in-depth interview, focus group discussion, and secondary data I had collected from the peer review, government reports and policies, publication from the regulatory and international organizations. Method of data analysis is thematic analysis approach. This is my conceptual model for measuring how the independent variable and constant factor affect the adoption of the fintech. Finding of the study. The finding reveal a clear gap between digital access of actual fintech adoption at the grassroots level. Although digital finance infrastructure and platform are widely available, regular and independent use remain limited. Digital literacy and trust emerge as the most critical factor influencing adoption, with many users struggling to understand application and feeling fraud or transaction failure. Scope for the future research that can be used survey or and data analysis to confirm this finding and compare fintech adoption across the different regions. Study can focus they can focus on the women's and elder peoples and informal worker to understand their challenges. This study explored the gap between digital access and actual fintech adoption at the grassroots level. Despite improved infrastructure and policy support, adoption remains limited due to low digital literacy, trust and security concern, infrastructure barriers, and weak institution support. The finding highlight that access alone to insufficient for financial inclusion emphasize the need for a holistic approach integrating literacy, user-centric design, trust building, and institutional facilitations to achieve sustainable grassroots level fintech adoption. Thank you, ma'am. I'm audible.
Yes, you are audible. Over to Shubhra, ma'am.
Anybody else, if somebody is having question? Pooja, I mean, your slides are, conflicting with each other. So initially you said that digital infrastructure is good, and then your slide number, I mean, your finding slide says that your digital infrastructure is not that good. So what should we believe?
Sir, ma'am, that when the infrastructure building, but the digital literacy is low. That's why that it's conflicting, because grassroots level people, they can't understand the digital platform, and they cannot easily adopt the technology. They are afraid to go to the online. They are lacking to use online applications, and they think there will be fraud or.
How many data you have collected? I mean, what is the
I
sample?
collected only 50 datas, ma'am. Only 50 data for this paper.
Okay, and from which area?
It's near to my area, Bilaspur, Sakri, and Mopka area. It's
Okay, and
rural
what?
area, rural area.
Okay, and what language those people understand?
They understand Hindi.
Okay. I mean, are they aware that Google provides the translation into many language? I
No,
mean,
ma'am.
you
No,
can
ma'am.
just use the Google and speak in Hindi, and you will get the result in
No,
Hindi.
no, no. They are not knowing about anything.
Okay, okay, okay. I think your work needs certain finishing,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
you should connect with your guide and do some finishing touch in your
Yes,
paper.
yes, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Over to
much.
you, Gazala ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Pooja, just note down all the points which ma'am has suggested and accordingly work, right?
Ji, ma'am. Confirm. Sure, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day, ma'am.
You
Thank
too.
you. Pooja, you can unshare
Yes,
the
yes,
screen.
yes. Yes, ma'am.
Next, I would like to call Miss Anjali Chauhan for the presentation.
Yeah, yes, sure. Stop sharing.
Anjali, are you available?
Hello,
Yeah, please share your screen.
ma'am, please give me 5 minutes. I'm sharing.
Shubhra ma'am, I think there should be some awareness among the research scholars and even among the faculties regarding what are the tools which are available. Recently, I had attended one this Malviya mission. It was basically the training that was from more than 1 week. It was, and it was organized by IGNU, Delhi.
Okay.
And in that they had taught us about all the tools which is there. It was related to NEP, and in that NEP how we can enhance the connectivity and all. Then there only I got to learn that what are the features which are available in Google free of cost, which we can do. Even this translation and all I learned there. Otherwise, in general, we know that okay, fine, there is Google Translator, but when we talk about AI and all, our knowledge is still very less because we are engrossed in other work streams.
But
So
in
learning these
urban
tools and
area
all
and
becomes difficult.
semi-urban area, I mean, if you go to Gujarat, even the remotest area, they have all the connections. So they ask Google in Gujarati, what is the share price today? And they get to know. So all the cab drivers, all the, vegetable vendors, they use all, Google. All their Google app is in their, own language. So I'm not sure why. I mean, there may be some states jidhar awareness kam hai, but mostly states are using their vernacular language in Google. So
Yes,
it's a
Anjali,
learning for
still you are
us
facing
also.
problem. Anjali, you are still facing problem.
Ma'am, I'm facing problem while sharing
Okay,
my screen.
Tushar sir is saying he can connect. Yes, Mr. Tushar Gupta, you can please share your screen.
Okay, good.
Okay, fine, you can start.
मैडम मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
जी हाँ, आ रही है।
गुड आफ्टरनून मैम। मेरा टॉपिक है छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य में खुदरा व्यापार पर ई कॉमर्स का एक प्रभाव। मैडम इस स्लाइड मेरा टॉपिक है छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य में खुदरा व्यापार पर ई कॉमर्स के प्रभाव का एक अध्ययन, बिलासपुर जिले के विशेष संदर्भ में। मेरी शोध निर्देशिका है डॉक्टर प्रीति शुक्ला मैम, सहायक अध्यापक वाणिज्य विभाग, डॉक्टर सीवी रमन यूनिवर्सिटी, करगी रोड, कोटा, बिलासपुर। व्यापक व्यावसायिक माहौल में इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉमर्स का महत्व तेजी से बढ़ता जा रहा है। वैश्वीकरण के कारण घरेलू और विदेशी दोनों स्तरों में प्रतिस्पर्धाएं बढ़ी है। भारतीय व्यवस्था के लिए एक वैश्विक बाजार जितना महत्वपूर्ण है, उतना ही घरेलू घरेलू बाजार की गुणवत्ता और उसके लाभों की रक्षा करना आवश्यक है। आज इलेक्ट्रॉनिक प्लेटफॉर्म इतना सरल और आसान है कि उपभोक्ता बहुत आसानी से उत्पादों और सेवाओं का क्रय ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म पर कर रहे हैं। ई कॉमर्स का बढ़ता हुआ दायरा स्थानीय व्यापारिक गतिविधियों को सीमित करता जा रहा है। ई कॉमर्स का भारतीय बाजार में महत्व। ई कॉमर्स व्यापार करने का आधुनिक, सुविधाजनक और कुशल तरीका है जो इंटरनेट तकनीक का उपयोग कर ग्राहकों और व्यवसाय दोनों को मार्ग प्रशस्त करता है। ई कॉमर्स अपने व्यावसायिक सार्वभौमिक पहुंच के कारण किसी भी स्थान में उत्पाद और सेवाओं को पहुंचाने की क्षमता रखता है। यह ग्राहकों को भुगतान के कई विकल्प प्रदान करता है। यह ग्राहकों के लिए लागत प्रभावी विकल्प है, जिससे समय और धन दोनों की बचत होती है। बढ़ते मोबाइल के उपयोग ने ई कॉमर्स के प्रति ग्राहकों का रुझान बढ़ाया है, जिसने ग्राहकों को वैश्विक बाजार तक पहुंच दिलाई है। आज के वर्तमान बाजार का खुदरा व्यापारिक परिदृश्य पारंपरिक व्यापार परिदृश्य से भिन्न हो चुका है, क्योंकि पहले स्थानीय ग्राहक उत्पाद क्रय करने हेतु केवल ऑफलाइन तरीके का उपयोग करता था, जबकि आज ऑफलाइन और ऑनलाइन दोनों का उपयोग करता है। पारंपरिक खुदरा बाजार अपने स्थानीय क्षेत्र का महत्वपूर्ण बाजार होता है, जो दुकानों के माहौल, सेवाओं, व्यापारियों के कर्मचारियों के व्यवहार और अन्य विषयों पर ध्यान केंद्रित करता है। इस परिदृश्य ने मुख्य केंद्र उत्पाद, गुणवत्ता और सेवाएं थी, जो ग्राहकों को बार बार खरीदी करने के लिए प्रेरित करती थी, जिसके कारण स्थानीय खुदरा दुकानें ग्राहकों की बदलती प्राथमिकताओं के साथ तालमेल बैठाने की कोशिश करते थे तथा उत्पाद की कीमतें, सेवाएं, ब्रांड का विज्ञापन और अन्य कारक छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य के बिलासपुर जिले के पारंपरिक खुदरा व्यापार परिदृश्य के विकास के मुख्य कारक बन गए। खुदरा व्यापार को प्रभावित करने वाले महत्वपूर्ण कारक। खुदरा व्यापार को प्रभावित करने वाले कई कारक हैं जो प्रत्यक्ष या अप्रत्यक्ष रूप से व्यवसाय को प्रभावित करते हैं। अर्थव्यवस्था सीधे ग्राहकों को क्रय शक्ति को प्रभावित करती है, जिस कारण खुदरा खरीदारी या बिक्री घट या बढ़ जाती है। कच्चा माल और बढ़ती श्रम दरें खुदरा व्यापार के मुनाफे को कम करती है। आर्थिक मंदी रोजगार के अवसर को कम करती है, जिसके परिणाम स्वरूप ग्राहकों की मांग घट जाती है। खुदरा व्यापार स्थानीय बाजार में चलता है, जहां एक ही उत्पाद के कई खुदरा विक्रेता बाजार में मौजूद होते हैं। उन सभी खुदरा विक्रेताओं में अपने उत्पाद को बेचने के लिए कड़ी प्रतिस्पर्धा होती है। सरकार द्वारा लगाई जाने वाली कर की दरें खुदरा व्यापार पर सीधे असर डालती हैं। खुदरा व्यापार तकनीकी कारकों से भी प्रभावित होता है, जिसमें ग्राहकों द्वारा की जाने वाली ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग, डिजिटल भुगतान प्रक्रिया पारंपरिक खुदरा व्यापार को सीधे चुनौती देती है। ई कॉमर्स ग्राहकों को बेहतर अनुभव और उत्पाद का विपणन प्रबंधन में मदद करती है। खुदरा व्यापार स्थान स्टोर प्रबंध से भी प्रभावित होता है। इसका सीधा संबंध स्थानीय स्थानों पर बाजार और माल की उपलब्धता से है, जो ग्राहकों को आकर्षित करते हैं। इसमें स्टोर की साज सजावट, प्लेसमेंट, कुशल और प्रशिक्षित कर्मचारी जो ग्राहकों को बेहतर सेवाएं प्रदान करते हैं शामिल है। खुदरा व्यापार भारतीय अर्थव्यवस्था में महत्वपूर्ण स्थान रखती है। खुदरा व्यापार मुख्य रूप से स्थानीय ग्राहकों के ऊपर निर्भर है। यदि स्थानीय ग्राहक भौतिक स्टोर को छोड़कर ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग करते हैं तो स्थानीय खुदरा व्यापारी का अस्तित्व खत्म होने की कगार पर होगा। ई कॉमर्स ने भारत के सभी राज्यों के स्थानीय खुदरा व्यापार को प्रभावित किया है, जिसमें छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य का खुदरा व्यापार भी शामिल है। छत्तीसगढ़ राज्य में बिलासपुर जिले में खुदरा व्यापार पर ई कॉमर्स का प्रभाव कितना और किस स्तर का है, ये जानने के लिए शोध किया जा रहा है। धन्यवाद। मैडम अगर कोई प्रश्न हो तो।
Yes, Shubhra ma'am.
यस यस तुषार सर,
जी मैडम।
अच्छा प्रेजेंटेशन है आपका, बट मैं आपकी पर्सनल ओपिनियन जानना चाहती हूँ।
एक्चुअली मैडम लगातार टेक्नोलॉजी के विकास के साथ में जो हमारे आसपास की जो रिटेल दुकानें हैं वो ई कॉमर्स के कारण जो है बहुत अधिक प्रभावित हो रही है। आज
अच्छा, एक
लगभग जी
हाँ, अभी अभी एक बात सोचिए, मैं खुद छत्तीसगढ़ की हूँ, मुझे
जी
छत्तीसगढ़ के आइटम्स इधर पुणे में चाहिए, तो मैं
जी
क्या कर सकती हूँ बताइए। अगर आप ई कॉमर्स में अवेलेबल हैं, अब फॉर एग्जाम्पल Amazon
जी
में आई मीन मैं लगभग फ्रीक्वेंट चेक करती हूँ कि मेरे प्रदेश का कौन कौन सा प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल है। आप यकीन नहीं
जी
मानेंगे, मेरे को तिखुर मिल गया वहां पर, मेरे को पनगरी मिल गया वहां, बहुत सारी चीजें मिल गई, बट स्टिल कुछ चीजें ऐसी हैं जो मैं यहाँ अपने फ्रेंड्स को बताती हूँ कि छत्तीसगढ़ का पिड़िया फेमस है, फरा फेमस है, एंड ये वाला चावल फेमस है, बट वो मुझे यहाँ नहीं
जी।
मिलता। तो खुदरा व्यापारी कहाँ तक पहुंच पाएगा?
एक्चुअली मैडम ये जो शोध किया जा रहा है, जैसे कुछ ये नहीं कहा जा सकता कि ई कॉमर्स का जो है वर्तमान बाजार परिदृश्य में जो है आवश्यकता नहीं है। ई कॉमर्स की भी अभी आवश्यकता है। हमको अगर देश के बाहर से या विदेशों से अगर हमको कुछ सामान इंपोर्ट करनी है, कुछ मंगानी है, तो हम केवल ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म से ही मंगा सकते हैं।
नहीं,
हर सामान एक खुदरा
आप
व्यापार के।
रुकिए ना, आप रुकिए ना, आप इंपोर्ट की बात मत सोचिए, आप एक्सपोर्ट की
नहीं,
बात सोचिए।
मैं वहीं पे जा रहा हूँ, मैं वहीं पे पहुंच रहा हूँ। उसी जवाब पे आ रहा हूँ। ई कॉमर्स का बाजार में अपना एक अलग महत्व है। पर ई मैडम कुछ उत्पाद हैं, जैसे आजकल जो सामान्य जो राशन की सामानें हैं या जो कुछ रोजमर्रा की जरूरतों की चीजें हैं, जो हमारे स्थानीय व्यापार पे खुदरा व्यापार से जो है ग्राहक परचेस कर सकता है। अब जो सामान्य जो कपड़ों के जो व्यापार हैं, मोबाइल्स हैं या इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कुछ आइटम है, इन चीजों को लोग जो है डायरेक्ट ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म से परचेस कर रहे हैं। इसकी वजह से ई कॉमर्स में परचेस करने की वजह से हमारा जो स्थानीय व्यापार है वो इससे इफेक्ट पड़ रहा है। लोगों के
क्या
व्यापार के जो टर्नओवर है वो गिरते जा रहे हैं।
तो क्या हम बीच का कोई रास्ता नहीं निकाल सकते कि आपके खुदरा व्यापारी को ई कॉमर्स में कनेक्ट करके कोई एक इंटरमीडियरी बना करके, बिकॉज आप खुदरा व्यापारी ग्लोबल तो नहीं जा पाएगा,
हाँ,
बट
ग्लोबल तो नहीं जा सकते
आप आपके
ना।
आपके छत्तीसगढ़ के लोग बाहर बैठे हुए हैं जिनको चाहिए है कि मैं मेरे छत्तीसगढ़ का प्रोडक्ट मिलना चाहिए। मैं
जी
आपको अपनी बात बता रही हूँ, मुझे जब पहली बार अमेजोन में तिक्कुर दिखाई दिया, कोदो दिखाई दिया, कुटकी दिखाई दिया, यू डोंट नो मुझे कितनी खुशी हुई कि हाँ भाई, ये प्रोडक्ट मुझे, अब मैं किसी भी प्राइस में खरीदने को रेडी हूँ।
जी।
तो कुछ ऐसा बीच
इसलिए
का रास्ता, बीच का सोल्यूशन नहीं निकल सकता कि खुदरा व्यापारी से लेकर कोई इंटरमीडियरी, एक पूरा जैसे मंडी होती है वैसा कोई मैकेनिज्म बनाए और ई कॉमर्स में बेचे, सिर्फ
मैडम ये
एक फर्क
शोध
पड़ेगा।
का
जी।
जी शोध का विषय यही रहा है कि कुछ ऐसे कुछ सजेशंस हैं रिटेलर्स के लिए, गवर्नमेंट्स के लिए, जिससे जो है आसपास के हमारे जो खुदरा व्यापार को जो है प्रभावित ना होते हुए भी जो है व्यापार परिदृश्य अच्छा हो सकता है। जिसमें रिटेलर्स जो है टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज करके अपने आसपास के ग्राहकों को जो है कुछ ऐसी सुविधाएं दे सकते हैं जो उनको ई कॉमर्स प्लेटफॉर्म से डायरेक्ट मिलता है।
करेक्ट।
इससे इसका इसका बेनिफिट ये होगा कि उनका जो रोजगार का जो है उनके पास, और उनसे जो एक उनकी जो रोजी रोटी चलती है, उनका जो व्यापार चलता है, वो उससे इफेक्टेड नहीं होगा। और ग्राहकों को भी जो है अच्छी चीजें अच्छे रेट पे जो है उनको अपने स्थानीय व्यापारियों से ही उपलब्ध हो सकती है।
हाँ, उस डायरेक्शन में अगर रिसर्च करेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा।
एक्चुअली मैडम रिसर्च वहीं पे जा रहा है, उसे कुछ सजेशंस उसके वैसे ही हैं। कुछ मैडम गवर्नमेंट से भी है कि कुछ टैक्स की जो दरें हैं, जो जो जीएसटी वगैरह के हैं, तो उसमें भी जो है थोड़ा सा अगर कुछ रिलैक्सेशन मिलता है तो उसे ऑटोमेटिक जो है खुदरा व्यापार जो है अपने एक पुराने स्टेटस को जो है मेंटेन कर सकता है।
ओके, ठीक। थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू मैम।
Okay, thank you, Mr. Tushar. Thank you, Shubhra ma'am. Next, I would like to call Kavish Yadav for his presentation.
Ghazala ma'am, I will take your leave
Yes,
because.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can take your leave. I'll take forward.
Okay, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Nice
much,
meeting
ma'am.
you.
We really, after connecting with you, I would really like to continue this relationship, even in personal terms, so that we can collaborate and do something good.
Sure, ma'am. Sure,
And
sure.
thanks for taking out your time, ma'am. Thank
Yes.
you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We will continue the session. Ma'am has some urgent work, so ma'am has left. Yes, Kavish, you can share your screen and can start your presentation.
Yes, ma'am. Hope you can see my screen.
Yes, yes. But please press F5 so that the full presentation, full screen presentation is there. Yeah, now you can
Now is it full screen, ma'am?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
it's full.
So, ma'am, the research topic is also analysis of policy framework and a public-private partnership project in Chhattisgarh tourism sector specifically. And I could see the conference title speaks about PPP for rural infrastructure. So I have did the research accordingly, and going forward, this is my abstract, ma'am. Hang on. Yeah, ma'am, is it visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah, so the concept is basically to explore the fintech innovation in the Chhattisgarh rural tourism sector and overall the enhance the community profile with implementation of PPP concept in the tourism sector, ma'am. So the significance of the study is more or less the idea is the same: enable cashless payment for the rural homestay, guidance ops, improve transparency in the revenue sharing, boost the tourism sector in the rural areas with the support of micro loans and digital credit, help scale rural tourism in digital monitoring, and overall promoting the inclusive development for the local communities by their training and the other policy reforms. This is the more or less my approach in terms of digital payment, and this is the study which I have done going forward from the different state as well, and Chhattisgarh state as well. So where we can see that in Barnawa Para, Undati Sita Nadi and Achanakmar area, we have a vast rural tourism expecting from the tourism development side. I personally met the managing director of tourism development, Vivek Acharya, where I could extract a few ideas and few information as well for my research. He suggested that I should take the model of Meghalaya, which speaks about the public-private community partnership program, where where I personally went to these areas to collect some of the key aspects how they are running their rural homestays and how they are benefited by the homestay policy which has been floated by the cabinet in June 2025, where the government supports in terms of grants and assistance for the support of homestay development, village tourism cluster, and overall community enterprises throughout the state. They also provide the skill training and certification in the hospitality sector. They literate digitally to the entrepreneur and the rural youth, and they also provide the marketing support overall, and ultimately the infrastructure support in terms of road, Wi-Fi, and digital payment infrastructure. I have bolded few terms which are related directly to the rural tourism and the PPP sectors. Ma'am, these are the few research which I have done. Though I have done more than 40 reviews, but I have demonstrated only few here, which are most relevant in terms of ecotourism and rural tourism. So the objective was overall the tourism sector of Chhattisgarh and identify the financial gaps where we can value add and what can be the possibility of the PPP policy which can be undertaken to enhance the overall urban sector and the rural sector as well. This was my research methodology, ma'am. This is how I primarily collected the data. What was my sample size, and what was my analysis? Going forward, this was the statistics analysis what I have taken out, and the gap analysis, the conceptual one, methodological one, and the practical gaps. Ma'am, this was the data collection. I was fortunate enough to take out some data from the direct government side and financial side and some of the transaction advisory who are directly connected with the rural and urban tourism sector. So this was my result when I took example for the Uttarakhand and Madhya Pradesh ecotourism and rural tourism policy, where these two states are extensively working on these areas. And you can see that there are, due to lack of the policies and government funding, there are, there is no, as expected, acceleration in terms of these areas. This was the more or less a brief financial model which I generated for the rural tourism. What can be the revenue side, what can be the O&M side, and what will be the PAT, which will be divided from the government and the rural entrepreneur basically. These are the some PPP policy example taken by the different states, Goa, Uttarakhand, and Chhattisgarh, where homestay and community lodge are there to empower local. You can see the downside where Swadesh Darshan scheme is guided by the central government. And these are the gaps, ma'am. How would be able to bridge this gap by greater participation of the stakeholders, funneling the investments, and proper robust policy strengthening. Also, one point here I want to tell you that there is still a large gap between the central government and the state government on the implementation side. People don't want to give their properties, or they don't understand the benefits. So these are the recommendation, ma'am, how we can achieve that. And just to wind up it early, this is my conclusion. How we can intensify the PPP schemes, policy schemes in the tourism sector of the Chhattisgarh, whether in rural side or the urban side. These are the reference, ma'am.
Thank you, Kavish. I have few questions for you. The first
Yes,
one
ma'am.
is basically it happens that all rosy picture is shown when we talk about any government policy or any government contribution, right?
Correct, ma'am.
Since you have worked on the ground data, you have gone and you have collected data, what are basically the hurdles or the problems which are coming in the implementation of this PPP scheme?
Ma'am, so I would say that on the rural area where there are lot of potential. I don't know, but Chhattisgarh rural areas are not. I mean, they're not understanding the approach or maybe the policy properly. We need to educate them, and this was the header. I mean, they are not getting benefited because they are not understanding the policy. I could convince them by saying that Uttarakhand का जो area है and MP में भी rural tourism और जो eco stay है, that is they are promoting it really well. Though I went to Satrenga, Korba, जहाँ पे there is one Puran village where one youth aspirant was preparing for the PSC. He left his job. He optimally utilized his land and developed one homestay, and he's earning really well. So I requested him as well to educate other people who can really monetize their land in terms of rural and urban tourism, and benefited from the policy which are given by the state tourism board and the ultimately.
Is
State
the
of
government
Tourism,
making
Delhi.
any
So hurdle is
effort
literacy,
in
ma'am.
is the government making any effort in educating the persons there or stakeholders there that what benefit they will get? Because if
Yes, ma'am.
I or we, if we talk, we are the third party. But if
Correct,
the
ma'am.
government talks about it, they are basically the one who should have the ownership. So
Yes,
is
ma'am.
any such training happening?
Yes, ma'am. So what government has done, especially the tourism board has done, they have hired the transaction advisory firm, such like KPMG and Ernst and Young. They are supporting them on ground, and there are third parties as well who are we say Paryavaran with and the ecotourism cell. So how it goes, ma'am, let me tell you. There is tourism board, there is a forest department. They combinedly developed the ecotourism and urban tourism board. Why? Because they I mean, in few forest dense forest area like Achanakmar and Barnava Para, tourism board cannot directly go and monetize it on the private side. They cannot transact any land. So there will be one board headed by the PCCF, Principal Conservator of the Forest, MD maybe from the higher side of the tourism, and revenue side, who can really have a good idea of the land record. So combined effort is really implementing in this state, and happy we will able to convert this transaction as soon, and we would be able to generate a handsome revenue from the rural tourism side. And
Okay.
I personally, ma'am, associated with the one of the government department where I was fortunate enough to bring this kind of data from the stakeholder like KPMG, EY, some of the hoteliers like just on off the record, but there are some big brands are coming in Raya Raipur. I sit in Raya Raipur, and they are really there is really a good hope in going forward in this stage, ma'am.
Good. A good work. Keep it doing
Thank
and
you, thank you so
complete
much,
your
ma'am.
work fast.
Thank you so much,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. Thank you. Next, I would like to call Anjali. You unshare your presentation, Kavish.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Anjali, you can share your presentation.
Okay, ma'am.
All those who have joined and who have not given presentation and are willing to give your presentation, please write your name in the chat box.
Ma'am, are you able to see my PPT?
Can you increase the size, Anjali? It is very small, if you can. Yeah, now it's fine. You can continue. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Anjali Chauhan, and I'm a student of PhD. Ma'am, today I'm presenting my research title on trust and technology behavior obstacle in rural India adoption of digital finance system. Now I will start from my introduction of topic. Like India digital financial ecosystem has expanded at an unprecedented pace. Platforms such as UPI, Aadhaar enabled services, direct benefit transfer, mobile banking, and fintech application have significantly improved the financial access and positioned India as a global leader in digital payments. However, this ma'am, I have not mentioned all my information on PPT, but I can explain in.
No issues.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, however, this rapid progress has not translated evenly across regions. While digital infrastructure has reached rural area, actual adoptions, transaction frequency, and user confidence remain relatively limited. The objective of this study is threefold. First, it aims to identify the key behavioral obstacles that limit rural adoption of digital financial system. Second, to analyze the role of trust in technology, institution, and social network. Third, to propose policy relevant implementable strategies for inclusive adoption. And now coming to methodology, this research adopt a qualitative secondary data design using a synthesis and interpretative approach. Instead of collecting primary data, the study integrates evidence from authoritative government reports, academic research, and industry analysis. This approach is particularly suitable because digital finance adoption is multidimensional phenomena influenced not only by technology but also by behavioral, institutional, and social factors. Data for this study is drawn from credible sources. This include publication by the Reserve Bank of India and NPCI to assess adoption trend, report from international institutions such as World Bank, BIS, and OECD for global perspective. For analysis, a thematic qualitative content analysis was conducted across four key dimensions, like trust, behavioral factor, technological design, and social context. Ma'am, the findings are interpreted using framework from behavioral economics, the technology acceptance model, and diffusion of innovation theory. This allowed digital adoption to be understood as a socially embedded and behavior-driven process rather than a purely rational technological choice. Now I would like to discuss the key findings of the study. The major finding is the clear gap between infrastructure expansion and actual usage. Although India digital payment system have scaled rapidly, rural participation remain limited in terms of transaction frequency and value. Many rural users engage with digital platform only to withdraw government benefits rather than for routine financial transactions. This indicates that infrastructure expansion alone does not guarantee adoption. Behavioral friction continues to be the primary constraint. Trust emerges as the essential barrier to adoption. Rural users often exhibit low technological trust due to fear of fraud, transaction error, and system failures. Institutional trust is also weak, particularly when users have experienced group poor grievance redressal or lack clarity about consumer protection mechanism. The study also identifies several key behavior obstacles. This include loss aversion, low perceived usefulness of digital tool, limited digital literacy, strong status bias in favor of cash, fear of reputational loss in case of mistake. Together, these factors discourage experimentation and reinforce include continued reliance on cash based transaction, even when digital alternatives are available. Another important finding relates to design and human support. Simplified interfaces, vernacular language options, and icon-based navigation help reduce cognitive burden for rural users. More importantly, we see that human-assisted onboarding through self-help group, bank agent, and local shops act as a crucial trust base. This support enables first-time users to engage with digital financial system more confidently and sustainably. Um, Conclusion is that while India digital public infrastructure provides a strong foundation for financial inclusion, rural adoption remains constant by trust deficit and behavior bias. Closing the access usage gap require moving beyond technological centric approaches toward behaviorally informed trust building and socially embedded intervention. Only then can digital finance become not just accessible but truly inclusive and empowering. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Anjali. If anybody has any question to ask regarding Anjali's presentation, any doubt you can ask. The platform is open. Anyone has any query? Okay, we'll move to the next presentation. The next will be Vishnu Priya. Anjali, please unshare your screen.
Okay, ma'am.
Vishnu Priya, you can share.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody else left for giving presentation? Please write your name in the chat box. Vishnupriya, please make it full screen. Otherwise,
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
visible. Go on a slideshow mode. You can
Yes,
press
ma'am.
F5.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, please start.
Ma'am, my research is means right now, like I have just worked very little in this, just to express myself. My research is on financial institution through the fintech as transforming rural living and driving the urban economic. How to rise the urban economic.
Yes, please continue.
Yeah. Fine. Just a minute, ma'am. It's something showing on the screen. Just a minute. Yeah. Financial institution plays a vital role in promoting the inclusive sustainability, economic development, and providing the access to essential the financial services such as saving, credit, insurance, and digital payments. However, a large sections of rural and the low income populations is developing economic remains excluded from formal in financial system due to poor banking and infrastructure, low financial literacy, and high transaction costs. So in recent year, financial technology, fintech has emerged as powerful tools to address these challenges. Innovations such as mobile banking, digital wallets, online leading platforms, and data-driven credit assessment have made financial services more accessible, affordable, and efficient. Fintech has enabled undeserved populations to participate in the formal financial system. Rural India backgrounds and context. Rural India accounts for over 65% of population with precise financial executions, brick and motors banking facts faces high cost and logical contents. Fintech platforms offer scalable and low cost alternatives. Research problems. Despite the near universal bank account coverages and effective uses remain uneven, significant interstates and gender disparities in digital financial adoptions need to examine whether fintech translates into meaningful inclusions. Research objective to examines the extent of fintech adoption in rural India, to analyze the state-wise disparities in the financial institution outcomes, to identify the structural enablers and barriers to adoption. Concept framework access users quality and AUQ. In this, assess digital infrastructures, smartphones, bank account availability. Second, the uses frequency and depth of digital financial transaction, quality, trust, and use stability, languages, inclusively grievances and riddles. Research designs and approaches, exploratory and descriptive research designs, qualitative hybrid using the secondary data, comparative state level analysis. Data sources, Reserve Bank of India, RBI Financial Institution Indicators, NPCI, UPI, and AEPS transaction data, TRAI Rural Telecom, and Internet presentation. Penetrations, Census of India, and in NFHS social demographic indicators. analytical tools, descriptive statistic and cross-state comparisons, qualitative comparative analysis, QCA, conceptual their source analysis, rural internet penetrations by state percentage shown in the figure. Like it shows that the Kerala has Maharashtra, Kerala has like 80% or internet penetration in percentage. In Kerala it shows 80, almost 81. Like Maharashtra it shows like more than 70. In Karnataka it shows 70. In Bihar it shows little less than 40, and in Jharkhand it shows more than 30. Means rural internet use UPI uses index state-wise illustrative. UPI uses index. In UPI uses index, Kerala reaches till 85%, Karnataka reaches till 80, Telangana reaches till 75, and the UP reaches till 40, and Chhattisgarh reaches till 35. Female smartphone ownership in rural areas. How much the female has their own ownership of the phones is shows in this. In Kerala, it shows likely to 60%. In Tamil Nadu, it shows 51%, like 50, and in Gujarat, it shows like a little less than 50. In Bihar, it shows 30%, and in UP, it shows like up to 30% only. Key findings: southern and the western state exhibit higher fintechs readiness. Infrastructure and literacy depicts the constituents adoptions in the eastern and the central India. Gender digital divides significantly limits inclusive outcomes. Discussions. Fintech impact is non-linear and their thresholds dependent across does not automatically translate into the uses. Quality and trust are critical for the substantive adoption. And the conclusion is fintech holds a strong potential for rural financial inclusions, context sensitive and state specific strategies and essentials. Policies focus must shift from access to the meaningful uses. Thank you.
Thank you, Vishnupriya.
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody has any query or any question you want to ask from her presentation? You can unshare the screen, Vishnupriya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I hope all the presenters who are present, they have given the presentation. So with this, I will just end the meeting here. I would request to end the meeting here. The IT department, we can end the meeting, and all of you are requested to join the valedictory session at 3 p.m. Right? Thank you very much. You can leave. IT department, sir, madam, we can stop the recording and we can also end this meeting, please.